for cancer research and care. August 13th and 14th. Don't forget the dates. We hope you'll once again join us in this fight. Well, it's the final of 3 from the Trop tonight. Sox over their first sweep here since April 2019. It's on Brian Bale to keep Tampa's bats quiet. Our coverage continues next.
No sweat bet. This baseball season, DraftKings is coming up clutch.
Someone say clutch? Poppy got this.
No, Poppy. No need to get this.
Oh, man.
Again, nobody's...
Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota, where the all-new, completely redesigned 2024 Toyota Tacoma has arrived. Over 40 available, arriving daily. Reserve yours today at Burdick Toyota in Cicero. Visit burdicktoyota.com. Smart buyers are choosing Toyota Gold Certified Used at Burdick Toyota, where you can get 5.49 up to 60 financing on Toyota Gold Certified Corolla, Camry, Highlander, and RAV4 family models. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
Let's dig in. Let's sink our teeth into house smoke irresistible perfection and fall off the bone fantastic. Let's dig in. The hand-carved bliss, the burst of finger-licking saucy flavor, and fire-grilled sizzle that makes our mouths water. Anniversary prices are back. A half rack of ribs with 2 sides is just $9.99, and a full rack is just $14.99. So let's dig in, satisfy our appetites, and say, smoky bones. Meat is what we do.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry. Outdoor time. It's me time. I hear that. That's why we protect all your vehicles here. But hey, nothing wrong with sticking it to the boss.
Oh, Will, you're gonna take that? Why would that concern me? Because you're aren't you?
Huh. We never actually...
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a great fucking day.
It's funny because I'm not boss material.
Today we got the Red Sox versus Rays. This is the series finale of this series, a 3-game series in Tampa. So for today, the Red Sox have Brian Bayo pitching. He has a 3.96 ERA and 36.1 innings pitched so far this year. 7 games, 4-2 win-loss record, 31 strikeouts. So yeah, he'll be on the mound today. Jarren Duran is the leadoff hitter. Willie Abreu's batting second at right field. Jarren Duran's at left field. So Jarren Duran at left field, Willie Abreu batting second at right field, Connor Wong batting third at the catcher spot. Connor Wong batting third. Wow. And he is hitting pretty well this year, but didn't expect that. Rafael Devers batting fourth at third base. He is hitting .285 on the year. Rob Refsnyder at the DH spot is batting fifth. Dom Smith is batting sixth at the first base spot. Fucking David Hamilton, who is hitting better, but his defense is just terrible. It always will be. He's batting seventh at shortstop. Vaughn Grissom batting eighth at second base, and my man Ceddanne Rafaela batting ninth in center field. Yandy Diaz for the Rays, they have Ryan Pepiot is their starting pitcher for today. He has a 3.68 ERA in 7 games pitched this year, 3.2 win-loss record, 36.2 innings pitched, and has 41 strikeouts. Yandy Diaz is leading off at first base. Josh Lowe is batting second in center field. Randy Arozarena is back in the game tonight. I didn't watch last night's game, but he was not in the game on Monday night. So Randy Arozarena is back in the lineup. Brandon Lowe batting fourth at second base. Isaac Paredes batting fifth at third base. Jonathan Aranda batting seventh at DH. Jose Cabarrero is batting batting seventh at shortstop. Richie Palacios is batting eighth at right field, and Ben Wortvet is batting ninth in the catcher spot. So,
he did a heck of a job on that swing there.
Jarren Duran now
hell yeah.
a 7-game hitting streak, and last night became just the 3rd Red Sox player since 1961 to homer and steal home in the same game, right there with noted speedsters Mike Napoli and Rico Petrocelli.
That's too much work.
I just hit the home runs.
Yeah, right.
Just hit the home runs. You'll take the steal of home, and last night Durant was talking about it.
Stealing home to get us back to the run is always awesome. So I liked to be able to help the team today.
How much you been looking for a chance to do that?
I mean, I feel like they're aware of it since Seattle. I was halfway down the damn line and I was too scared to go. Even my brother let me know that I was too soft to go. But I mean, it was a good opportunity, and Rafi stole the base and I was able to go on the throw, so it worked out for us.
What were you kind of like reading on that with Devers kind of pulling up a little bit there?
Well, me and Huddy were talking. He was just making sure that if they threw, he's like, you're going. So as soon as I saw him throw the ball, I was full go to go home. So that's what we were looking for.
All right, the play he's talking about was back on opening day in Seattle.
There you go.
Might remember. I've never seen. There's nobody covering third, right?
Yeah.
And that happens when you shift.
Yeah, when you shift.
But take a look
So
at
first
this. Look
pitch
at
for tonight
how
is in
far
about
Durant came
6
down.
minutes,
This
5
opening
minutes,
day in Seattle, Austin Voth
at
facing
6:50.
Tristan Casas. It was pretty clear he was distracting.
Should be a
the
fun one tonight.
Casas.
And the thing about it to me,
I would hope so.
I don't know what inning that was, and then you give
I heard last night's game was
back.
great. I didn't watch it because I worked.
Just
I
make
mean,
sure.
look at it. It just didn't take 4 more steps and you score a run.
I usually don't watch a game fully. I don't watch a full game if
touch home plate, you would have had to start
I have to
He
work.
saw the opportunity
Or, like,
last
if
night
I-
because everybody was talking about it. It was pretty.
I don't usually watch a full game unless I stream
You're
it.
gonna come. If
That's what I
not,
was trying to
stay on
say.
third base, and I'll knock you in.
I'll get you.
Do not come in my eye view again.
You're in score position. 90 feet's close enough. 10 feet is a little.
Well, we got
too
some
close.
changes to the
There's
stream,
another
as you might be able to
neat
tell.
connection to last night, too.
We
Back in
have
2022, he
just one
stole
minor
home,
change. I guess I
playing
said
for the
changes,
Red
just
Sox.
one minor change.
Ben Rortvedt was the
Change the
catcher
fucking
there as
stopwatch,
well. See how he lobs
because
it
we don't need
back
that
to the
extra
pitcher.
digit either.
And Durant saying last night, he
and
remembered that Rortvedt lobs
that was
it
a
back so you can get a
source
better
from a
break.
browser, which can add lag to the stream. So I ended up just downloading a fucking thing for it. I plug in like a script.
I love that he looks him back and then Duran gives him the deke and he's off to the races for the stolen base. So last night, steals a base, hits a home run, he's got a 7-game hitting streak. Rafi Devers for the first time in a week did not hit a home run, but he's got the hitting streak going.
He went to base hits. Base hits, home run's gonna come.
Once more base hits. He's won in 9 consecutive games. Last Red Sox player to do that, Mookie Betts, back in 2019. But there's Duran, the steal, the homer, power, and speed. See if the Red Sox can sweep the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch, next on Nestle.
Shell Renewable Race Fuel. Something amazing is happening here. Inventory.
I also realized that my last game, which was game 48, the thumbnail says game 47. So I might fix that.
Data is powering
Might not.
insights
Don't
and
really care.
imagination. CDW partners with you to get the most from your technology.
Not my problem, except
We
that
work
it
with
very
you to
much
plan
is,
it,
but
build it at scale and manage it, so you
Whatever.
can do amazing things. Make amazing happen. CDW.
Gonna be the handsomest wedding guest.
That was amazing. Looks like I can do anything. I can do anything.
But yeah, the clock that I have down here, the timer now, is the same one that I use for the NASCAR streams. It's the advanced timer, Lua, L-U-A, Lua.
Yes, you are. Let's go.
I finally figured out, somewhat at least, how to use GitHub,
Hey, hot guy.
which is helpful. But even then, I don't really know how to use it. I only know how to use it if there's this one specific button enabled, and a lot of times it isn't. So
Care to help? I'd say, based on our last conversation, a little renovation.
then a lot of times when I do know how to use
Every
it,
financial need will
it
meet
ends
you
up
in
just
the
showing me the
moment.
wrong
Key
shit. It ends up not working.
Cold, refreshing soft drink from McDonald's. So we got even colder ones.
Refresh yourself with $1.99.
I need a friend who's good with PCs.
Frozen Coke from McDonald's.
Because I'm thinking about getting one.
Hi, I'm AJ.
Actually,
Let's talk
I do.
certified
He's
pre-owned.
like,
At La Macchiato,
I love this guy.
we
I love this
believe
guy.
in
He's
delivering
awesome.
more than just a vehicle.
He's a fucking
We deliver
idiot.
peace of
Like,
mind.
he's literally, like, has, like,
Rigorous
no
quality
brain
checks,
cells.
transparent vehicle history
He's cool.
reports,
He's, like, one of my
and
best friends. But, like,
customer
he's a
satisfaction.
fucking
We
moron.
guarantee everything
But
from vehicle to
for
trade.
whatever reason, whatever it is, as soon as it comes to
Certified
computers,
pre-owned.
he
With
is a
reliability,
genius fucking
affordable.
mastermind NASA scientist. Like,
long.
it's like a Harvard graduate type shit.
And big test drive by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today. And by KM, the official hot dog and sausage of the Boston Red Sox. Baseball indoors, and this trip it has been exceptional for the Red Sox. They've taken the first two, and have done it in different manners. Great pitching throughout, really, but also terrific defense, base running. Last night kind of stealing the Rays blind here in game number 2 with a theft of home by that man who was about to step in. Red Sox lineup brought to you by Plymouth Rock, and that is Jaron Duran. He's in left. Wilyer Abreu in right. Connor Wong doing the catching. Rafi Devers at third. Rev Snyder the DH with Dom Smith at first base. That's a late change. David Hamilton at short. Von Grissom at second base. And Cesar Rafaela patrolling center. Facing the Rays starting pitcher presented by PNC Bank, Ryan Pepiot, 3-2, 3.68 ERA. His first start since he was drilled by a line drive on May 5th.
Here's the Rays defense presented by your New England GMC dealers. Isaac Paredes at third base, Jose Caballero at short, Brendan Lau at second, Yandy Diaz at first. In the outfield, Randy Arozarena at left, Josh Lowe in center, Richie Palacios in right, Ben Rortvedt behind the dish.
Umpires tonight, Adam
I gotta put my phone on Do Not Disturb. That way I don't get spoiled.
Moscoso at second, Carapazzo the umpire at third. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting
Here's the Rays
SAP
tank.
button on your TV remote. SAP, brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. So the Red Sox eyeing a sweep here. They have won 3 consecutive games overall. They jumped over Tampa Bay and into third place by half a game last night with the victory. Red Sox also nudging over 500 at 25 and 24. And playing some awfully good baseball here in a building that has tortured them in the past. Maybe no longer.
Good seeing Jaron Duran get his 50th start of the season. He's now started every game for the Sox. Last guy to do that through the first 50 games was Dustin Pedroia in 2013.
Sox getting their first look at Pepiot, who was acquired from the Dodgers in December in the Tyler Glasnow trade.
And
he was for Tampa Bay. The
off
big
we
win
go.
in that deal.
And already first pitch is going to be out number 1.
1 pitch and 1 out.
Yeah, that fastball right there, you saw middle, down in the zone. That's what you're going to have to look for against Pepiot. He's got one of the better fastballs in the league as far as metrics go. Really spins it, has good carry at the top of the zone. He's thrown 295 fastballs this year, only giving up 4 hits on it.
Abreu 269. He's hit 4 home runs. Pepiot
There's
coming
ball
off
1.
the 15-day IL tonight. He was nailed on the left calf by a 107-mile-per-hour line drive earlier this month off the bat of Starling Marte of the Mets. He is a big fella, 6'3", and about 215 pounds. Red Sox now 15 and 11 on the road. Just 10 and 13 at Fenway.
So Willier's up to hit right now. It's ball 3.
Coming home for the weekend series against Milwaukee, and then right back on the road. Red Sox will be home just for the weekend and then to Baltimore.
And that gauntlet of a schedule gets started.
And there's ball 4. So Wilyer Abreu is going to take ball 4. He's going to be walked in his first time up.
Will climb in.
Yeah, you got to be patient with Pepiot. He loves to pitch at the top of the zone. We haven't really seen him through the first 2 batters get command with that fastball, but he's going to live and die with that heater.
Red Sox right now 3-2 on the road trip. Connor batting at 350, 5 home runs, and a strike. 95 with that 4-seamer. The teams are 4 for 58 against that 4-seamer. 25 strikeouts.
His off-speed's been good as well. I mean, the opponent's just batting 180 with 41 strikeouts against him through his first 7 starts since being acquired in that Glasnow trade. Obviously, Glasnow's having a pretty decent season out west.
In fact, he leads the major leagues in strikeouts.
Yeah, he does. This kid's holding his own. Obviously, he missed the time with the contusion, but he's got good stuff.
1 ball and 1 strike on Wong. Rafi Devers on deck. Tampa Bay has allowed a major league high 41.
So Connor Wong's up to hit right now. He's at a 1-1 count. And that'll be fouled off. Oh, no, it's going to be out number 2.
And 2 down. Well, Rafi Devers did not homer last night, so his streak ended at 6 consecutive games with a home run. The Red Sox record, as he went 1 for 3. So he ended 2 shy of tying the major league record.
It's always time to start a new one. Tonight would be nice.
He had 1 more shot at it in the 8th inning, but Tampa Bay intentionally walked him. And he'll take a strike. He has it safely in 11 straight games.
This is now his 8th career hit streak of at least 10 games. So not his first time around.
Home run cut there. Got just a piece of that slider. But Kevin Cash, as classy as ever, said when he got to 6 straight games the other night, Rafi Devers is doing things that nobody else is doing in the batter's box right now.
Yeah, I mean, you can try your best to pitch around him, but it's like you give him that 1 pitch to hit, he just doesn't miss it.
Well, this time he's going to cut it to strike 3. So Pepia comes back and fans him. He walked a man in the inning, and Tampa Bay's coming up in the 1st.
Summer heat and thunderstorms are just around the corner. Make sure your AC is keeping you cool and your generator keeps the power on with Hills Heating and Air Conditioning. Now through June 30th, get an air conditioning clean and service for just $115 and a residential generator check and service for just $299, plus a 10% discount on each additional unit at the same location. Call Hills Heating and Air Conditioning today.
I'll call Hills.
May is the month to get a Mitsubishi. Verdict Mitsubishi has affordable vehicles to fit your lifestyle and budget.
During the Mitsubishi Summer Sales Event, get 3.99 for 60 financing, plus a $1,000 rebate on a new 3-row 24 Outlander ES, or lease for $399 a month.
Why shop Verdict Mitsubishi? Stellar selection and savings. That's why. Verdict Mitsubishi at Drivers Village. See why at verdictmitsu.com.
Says we need to buy out the truck's lease or give it back.
How are we going to run a business without a truck?
How are we going to run a business without a truck?
You can't.
So let's figure out a plan to keep you guys on the road.
Coffee, Craig?
Thank you. Can Adam have a cup too?
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors.
Flour, printers, fasteners, cards.
Kevin Cash's lineup tonight's brought to you by Nissan. Diaz will lead it off. And then Lowe, Arozarena, Lau, Paredes, Aranda, Caballero, Palacios, and Rortvedt. Tampa Bay stepping in and fouled back by Yandy Diaz. Is the Red Sox starting pitcher, brought to you by BioToyota.com. Brian Bayo, 4-2. ERA 3.96. He needs a big outing tonight.
He definitely does. And it's just tweaking his stuff just a little bit. I'm sure there are things that are worked on in the bullpen, but we saw his stuff really elevated his last couple outings, really. That sinker, he lives and dies with that, and his changeup, that combination. But when it's up in the zone, it's really hittable.
Talented right-hander began this road trip by taking a 10-6 loss at St. Louis, in which he allowed the 3 home runs in 4 2/3. That tied a career high for homers allowed.
Yeah, we're not seeing a whole lot of swing and miss and a lot of strikeouts from him, but you want the ball on ground and weak contact.
Sharply hit down to Pickett. Grissom up and throwing and gets him. Well, in the 9th inning last night, he made an outstanding play on a bullet that skipped, and he got the out at first.
Almost a similar play. He wasn't quite as far up the middle, but this ball's hit hard. Sinker up. Yandy puts a good swing on it. He just kind of tackles that thing, makes sure of the out. He had plenty of time knowing how hard that ball was hit. Plenty of time to gather himself, make a good throw.
Josh Lowe, a .245 hitter with a couple of home runs. And Bayo has to be careful here. Lowe is 7 for 14 off him with a home run and 2 doubles. Arozarena on deck. This is game number 50 tonight for the Sox.
You know, Lowe has good numbers against Bayo, yes, but he's got really good numbers against Boston in general this year. 2 doubles, 2 homers, 5 runs scored in 6 games against Boston this season.
Yank foul 2-2.
But that's it. That's Bayo. That's the stuff right there you want to look at. You kind of see that fastball and the changeup run down and away, and then the slider down and in. It's kind of just crisscrossing across the plate. The hitter doesn't really have an idea which side to pick, which side to look at. It's hard to cover both.
Trying to put away Lowe, and he does.
That's
He
strike
strikes him out with
3.
a change. Such a good pitch for him. 2 down.
I'm exhausted today. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. Not even. Well, kind of, actually. Yeah, pretty much 3 hours.
At first base, Jaron Duran in left, Cedar Rafaela in center, Wilyer Abreu in right, Carter Wong doing the catching.
Arozarena eyes a strike. Hitting just a .160 with 8 home runs. Garrett Cooper was in the original lineup. Bit of a sore shoulder, so he was scratched. So Dom gets in there.
I like watching Dom play first.
Dom's got some style over there.
He's got style all the time. See him walking through the lobby, and he's on the fashion. He's got the fashion thing going. He's wearing stuff I can't pull off. So I'll tip my cap to that.
1-2 pitch. He left that one up. Arozarena 1 for 4 with a run last night. Base is clean and a 2-2 from Bayo. That skips away.
You don't have to be perfect against Arozarena. Obviously, he's got a lot of pop. 8 of his 28 hits are homers, but he also leads the American League with 60 strikeouts. He will chase.
Now, we are catching him in this 7-game window when he's been pretty cold. But you know when this guy heats up,
ooh, watch out.
He can get as hot as anybody in the game. And he's going to take ball 4.
Whoever's spamming likes, show yourself. Comment yourself. Don't just spam the likes. Here goes Brandon Lau. After the walk.
Lau just returning from the IL this week. 147 with 1 home run. Arozarena aboard at first. Chop to the middle. Right near the bag, it's Hamilton. That's out number 3, 1 left.
Jim, you love spamming emojis but not showing your face.
It's Jeep season. Come lease your new 24 Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x4. Now $399 a month for 36 months. Nearly 65 certified pre-owned available too.
Gas-powered and 4xe hybrids. In demand and in stock. That's why it's time to buy. Burdick Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram at Drivers Village. See why at BurdickDodgeChryslerJeep.com.
Turn temperature up.
Temperature up. Technology helps keep everyone comfortable.
Turn temperature down.
Temperature down.
Temperature up.
Temperature down.
But to keep everyone on your team working comfortably, you need more than technology. You need CDW to custom configure Dell Client Solutions devices. Adaptive AI-based software creates a personalized user experience and boosts collaboration, so your team can stay cool and collected.
Temperature up.
Temperature down. I'm staying out of this.
Dell Client Solutions make adaptive performance possible. CDW makes it powerful.
Remodeling your bathroom is easy if you start in the right place. The Rome Bath Remodeling Showroom. See your shower come together. Choose your walls, your shower base, add a bench, glass doors, or grab bars. Mix and match to complete the look, all under one roof. Plus, with installation in as little as 1 day, you'll have less of this and more time enjoying your new bathroom. The Rome Bath Remodeling Showroom. It's where your new bathroom begins.
Call or visit our design center today.
going to be the handsomest wedding guest.
I look amazing. I feel like I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything.
Well, we're scoreless after 1 of the second inning, and Rob Refsnyder, who is the DH tonight for the Sox, will lead things off against Pepio. The Sox drew a walk, but could not push a run across in the first inning. Rob, a little 5-game hitting streak coming in. I don't know if you saw the news out of San Diego, but Xander Bogaerts is going to miss probably at least a couple of months with a fractured left shoulder.
Yeah, the play looked very similar to what happened to Trevor Story. Diving for the ball, overextended, all the weight on that shoulder. Didn't look good.
Yeah, that was a scary injury.
Play on a Ronald Acuna Jr. batted ball on Monday. Into center field loop. Here comes Lomas now for a base hit.
That's a base hit for Robbie.
Snyder aboard with the Red Sox first hit tonight and a 6-game hitting streak.
Refsnyder just gets knocks every night. He does something in there to impact the baseball game. And this isn't a crushed ball or anything. It's four seam up in the zone that gets all in on the label of his bat. Sometimes you don't need barrel. It just falls in nice for the single.
We'll see if this is
What's
one
up,
of those
Andy?
games where a
How you
guy who
doing?
was not in the lineup an hour ago.
Take Basketball says they won't
shows up and
retire
gets
numbers
like
for
3 knocks,
players.
and that would be Dominic Smith.
Nor
Playing
should
first
they.
base. A little more on Bogey, though. He was scuffling along at 219.
But you fucked my train of thought. I was going to look up something, and now I don't remember what it was. But it's okay, Andy.
But out with a fractured shoulder. As ever, we wish him nothing but the best in speedy recovery.
Of course, one of the good guys for sure. One of my favorite teammates, even when he was just a young guy. 11-year contract though. Ooh. I love the guy, but I feel like that's one of the more underwater contracts in baseball.
I don't think it's going to come back to me.
A big blow, obviously, for the Padres there, even though he has not been playing very well. That contract, 11 years, $280 million. 1 and 2 on Smith. David Hamilton on deck.
Mystery Heart Dude won't show himself, yeah.
2 and 2.
That's a good take.
I wish he would.
Era for this guy's fastball because it says 95 on the radar gun, but the way he is that.
I mean, clearly, if I can't remember what it was, it probably wasn't that
really
important.
good changeup in a 1-2 count. Smith's able to lay off.
And a full count. Pepio rose to stardom as a college pitcher at Butler University in his hometown, Indianapolis. He set the school record there for season and career strikeouts. Dodgers took him in the 3rd round. Has some New England connections. Had a stop in Keene, New Hampshire for the Swamp Bats of the New England Collegiate Baseball League. Have you ever been to Keene?
I have not.
You'd love it.
I don't know New Hampshire like you do.
Truly an American city. It's going to be inside for ball 4.
That's ball 4 to Dom Smith.
Second. It's a great town. And then he pitched for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks on the Cape, too.
So Ryan Pepiot is having a
Swamp Bats and Harbor Hawks.
few base runners on already in the 2nd inning.
Swamp Bats. Don't say that fast.
Did you hear about the Bayer soccer team going undefeated this season in Germany? No.
But they don't sound like you want to mess with them. Refsnyder at 2nd. Smith on at 1st. Here's Hamilton. Been swinging a good bat lately.
He's been squaring up a lot.
I wanted to know if you knew about this thing.
Like. That's why you're seeing him get more starts.
What was it? I forgot what it was called.
Been looking a lot better defensively as well.
Hit a home run Sunday at St. Louis. He recently had a 5-game hit streak.
1 and 1.
Yes. Have you ever heard of the Bradford City Stadium fire?
Speed play. You're looking at
you ever heard of that?
Percentile in sprint speed. Those 3 years in the minor league, you had 50+ bags every year.
The dude dropped his fucking cigarette. And it engulfed the entire thing within minutes.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, back to that 4-seam fastball.
Yeah, this is his pitch. His bread and butter right there. The fastball just top of the zone. Haven't seen many guys be able to get on top of that one.
Pepe very much a strikeout pitcher. He has walked 2 in the early going, and he'll drill that one in there for strike 3. His second K. So 1 down in the second.
After the fastball up, as a hitter, you start thinking he's probably trying to do something opposite, right? He's going to try to sink that changeup down and away from me and just freezes Hamilton, the 4-seamer.
Sends up Vaughn Grissom at 143. No homers. He's driven in 3 runs. Had a nice game last night, game 2. He drove in an early run with a base hit. As mentioned, he scooped up that line drive off the bounce with a runner on
Andy, who's your favorite baseball player?
To get the out at first
Active
base.
and all time.
That runner at third, or that runner stayed put. There's a shot out to right field. Racing back Palacios, back to the track. He turns to make the play. And a runner's retreat to first and second. Grissom sent that for a ride, but for an out. And 2 down.
In the last 10 days or so, that's really been the story for Grissom. There's been a lot of hard contact just right at guys. Call it bad luck, whatever you want it to be. You got to think at some point, look at the back of his baseball card through the minor leagues and even his small sample size in the big leagues, he's always hit. So you got to think they start falling at some point.
Rafaela 196, 5 home runs. Seda leading all major league rookies with 25 runs batted in. Back at center field tonight. Rev Snyder at second and Smith on at first.
I think something impressive that we look past because we see it every day with Cedon is he's got 23 starts at shortstop and 22 in center field. You just don't see that, right? You don't see that across the league very often. It's normally one or the other. Special player defensively.
0-2. Mookie's a great player. From my money,
I miss Mookie.
Baseball on an annual basis, certainly right there with Shohei or a couple of other guys you want to mention. As far as all-around ability, we all know, spectacular player. He's had his issues playing shortstop this year. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's strike 3. Cedon Rafaela.
96 to strike out.
So we head to the bottom of the second inning, still tied 0-0. Red Sox got 1 hit there. 2 base runners.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Enjoy 2 of your favorites for just $3.99, like our limited time Bacon McDouble.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Make room cause we moving in, yeah. With my team we aim to win, yeah. Right now the show begins. We gon' bring it to the house for the whole team. Big praise, big wins for the whole team.
Look, things may seem fine down there, but you need to watch out for diseases.
I'll be okay.
Does this look okay?
Oh, how do I protect myself?
With the new Scott's Healthy Plus Lawn Food. It's the only product that prevents 27 diseases while feeding your grass to help keep your lawn healthy this season. I wanted to show you how to put it on.
No, I think I know how to use a spreader.
Pick up a bag of the new Scott's Turf Builder Healthy Plus Lawn Food today.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
So close to where the fire starts.
Business can happen virtually anywhere, but there's nothing like being there. At National, you can skip the counter and choose any car in the aisle. Even manage your rental right from the app. So you can get in another round of meetings. Swing by to see one more customer. And
Man's audio quality sounds like a fucking worse than my stream quality sometimes. Russia's worst train disaster.
Nothing on the board yet as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Isaac Paredes will lead things off here against Bayo.
Versus worst train disaster.
Right-hander walked the man in the first inning. Red Sox just had Pepio in some trouble with a pair of base runners and only one down, but then Grissom lined out to right. Rafaela struck out.
Be careful with this guy. I mean, this guy's been swinging a really good bat this season.
So here's Isaac Paredes.
314, 9 home runs.
Yeah, he's hitting 314.
He's 3 for 4 yesterday with a couple RBIs, but he's reached base in 39 of 43 games.
Damn.
Good power, too, and strike. 31 home runs a year ago. Tampa Bay 25 and 25 after the Red Sox have won the first 2 games here. Nowhere near on that change.
That was filthy right there, because out of the hand, as a hitter, you see in, it probably looks exactly like a 2-seam rotation, and you're selling dead red trying to hit that in a catwalk.
It's a strike anyway.
It just had a parachute.
2-2. Just missed.
And he ate. Reach back.
Jonathan Aranda would hit next. And that's going to be ball 4. So he's walked a couple. Leadoff man on in the second. Toss it down to Jemai Webster.
Well, Dave, solid opening frame for Brian Bale, who's making just his 3rd start since coming off the injured list. that lat tightness, excuse me. Last time out, he tied a career high 3 homers against St. Louis. And Alex Cora tipped his hat about that outing. He said they did a good job. They had some good matchups, bad ones. He said anything east and west they were able to catch up with in that series, but had trouble with the vertical arsenal with Bale. Tonight, he says, it's the strike throwing. It's the most important. Also getting ahead and staying there. Right now, 23 pitches, 11 strikes. Could be a great indicator for how well this outing goes, looking to lower that career 6.92 ERA versus Tampa Bay.
Aranda the batter. So, Jemai, you know...
The Hillsborough disaster? I think so.
On the field.
I think I know what that is.
Practicing some of your footy skills. Can you break down exactly...
That's the one where, like, the stands collapsed. And, like, fucking, like, 90-some people died.
The cell phone going. But, you know, I got to work on the left foot skills. I'm no Lionel Messi, but been known to play a little football back in my day. And I was like, hey, Raymond, you want to kick it around a little bit? He said, sure. That was a nice stop right there.
That was a nice stop.
I was going for the scissor kick.
You trying to get fancy here.
You know, working on dribbling, and then the left kick just wasn't on target.
They just watered and drug the infield as well.
Swinging a shot to right field, hooked into the corner.
Great.
Sailing up
well, that's a base hit.
Aranda got a hold of one. Paredes is into 3rd, and scampering into 2nd. Aranda with a double. So, issues here for Bayo in the 2nd inning. A walk and a 2-base hit.
Yeah, you know, Bayo's going to fall in trouble. We talked about this off the top. This is a change-up right here, but look where it is. Middle. Just can't have that there. It's got to get down in the zone. You got to get it either outside away from Aranda right there or down below it. We saw that in St. Louis several times and a lot of hard-hit balls, and that it turns into a BP heater. It's middle.
Infield in a bit. Here's Caballero. He'll pop one foul out of play. Just a final word. I've seen Jemai with an actual soccer ball. He has some skills. He's a talented
I was going to say, Jemai owes Aranda a holiday card this year because he just saved him from at least another 3 minutes of us making fun of him.
I certainly appreciate that.
0-1 on the infield. That's going to be through for a base hit. Paredes is in. Aranda is coming around as well. He will
yeah, that's going to be 1-0 Rays.
And Tampa Bay has the early lead again, as they did yesterday, 2-0.
They said it, yeah, just like yesterday. They go up 2-0 early, but this is the sinker up in the zone where it just does not play. And when you're facing a sinker ball guy, you're telling yourself, I got to see.
Oh, sorry, that scored 2 runs. It's 2-0 Rays.
He's throwing it right there where these guys are looking for it. If you want to start it down the middle and let it run down and in, great. You just can't start it up.
No, just don't fucking care.
Caballero was anything but a hot hitter. He had been
I no longer care anymore.
Before that 2-run single.
Numb.
which sends up Palacios at 250 with 4 home runs. Nothing good ever comes of a leadoff walk, right?
Hardly ever.
Oh yeah, that would not even be a thing that would be considered today.
These two teams will not play each other again until September 17th here at the Trop. They've been seeing a lot of each other here lately, 7 times in the last 10 games. But it's going to be a while after tonight. September 17th here, and then to close the regular season at Fenway Park.
That's wild if you go 4 games in a division team. It's just how today's scheduling goes when you're playing all the NL teams as well.
Yep. Facing them in bunches.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
So Brian Bay is having a tough inning here.
With his command, he's already walked 3. The seated rivalry is brought to you by the pros at your New England GMC dealers. So he walked the Rosarena in the first inning, walked the leadoff man Paredes here in the second. Now after a double and a single, a little skittish, and he puts Palacios on, and he's even more trouble.
It's like when he goes for the corners, it's like.
So out comes Andrew Bailey to take a chat with
foot inside.
Bayo real quick here.
And then when he throws a strike, it's over the heart of the plate.
And Brian Bayo last year was like our ace,
to the edges of the plate right now.
and now
this
he's
exactly
like
what we saw
one of the worst
St. Louis.
starters, if not the worst.
Bayo was the de facto #1 on this staff when the season began in Seattle back on March 28. Clearly Tanner Houck and Cutter Crawford are #1 and 1A right now. Bayo has yet to pitch longer than 6 innings in any start this season.
There's just numbers that scare me. I mean, obviously looking at just like where his average fastball normally is, and the height of it keeps getting higher and higher every year over the last couple of years, and that's just not good for a sinker ball guy. You look at the barrel percentage, it's way up this year, 8.3%. His career average to this was 6.8. So obviously, he knows he's got to get the ball down, but the command just hadn't been there.
It's a fly ball here to center field, and a play for Rafaela. Caballero back to second. He'll tag and run. They both will. Here's the throw, and it's cut off.
All right,
and
so that's out #1.
Will move up.
With both runners advance. So not a good start here.
2 into scoring position on a routine fly out by Rortvedt.
Yeah, that throw's got to go to second base. that throw can't go to third base. You have no shot. It's too deep. You cannot make that throw. Now, your shortstop needs to be telling you, hey, 2-2-2-2, you have no shot. You got to go to second base and keep the double play in order, because now you have second, third, 1 out. You're going to have to bring your infield in again.
Yeah, it didn't look like Hamilton was saying anything. Diaz with a ground ball there. Going to be bobbled there by Smith. He'll go to first base, and just in time to get the out as another run scores. So as well as the Red Sox,
so it's out #2, but it scores a run, so
they're nowhere near
it's now
that
3-0 Rays.
And they're down 3-0 here in Game 3.
Right, and if you're looking at first and third right now, there's a chance this could be a double play ball. Actually, no shot at all, because you're holding on the base runner, and that ball's probably getting through regardless. But just to go back to the play of Rafaela, you just shouldn't be second, third in that situation. You have to keep the double play in order.
Palacios shooting on down to third with 2 down, and Josh Lowe, the hitter, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And a shattered back ground ball, and Bayo will take that. Go halfway underhand for the out.
That'll be out #3, but Tampa Bay scores 3 in that inning, so not a good start.
What would you do with $200 extra? Open a checking account with qualifying direct deposit and find out. That's because you can get $200 just for opening a new checking account with direct deposit at Visions. Fill up the tank, save it, or just go have some fun. The money's yours to do what you want. And it's a bonus you can get just for making the switch to Visions for your checking relationship. Head to your local Visions branch, give us a call, or check it out online.
Hi, I'm AJ LaMacchia. Let's talk certified pre-owned. At Lamakia Honda, we believe in delivering more than just a vehicle. We deliver peace of mind.
Stupid name.
With rigorous
Lamakia.
quality checks, transparent vehicle history reports, and a commitment to customer satisfaction, we guarantee every pre-owned vehicle is ready for the road. Lamakia Honda's certified pre-owned, where reliability meets affordability. Now that's a beautiful thing.
With Spectrum Mobile's Anytime upgrade, you get to upgrade your phone anytime you want for free, which means you get the best, latest and greatest, most up-to-date technology out there. So say you want a bigger screen, less screen, more storage, less storage. Doesn't matter. Any color. You can upgrade anytime. And who wouldn't want that? Except for Ryan. And that's a life choice. That's his thing.
I gotta get back to this.
Yeah.
Don't wait to upgrade your phone. Get Anytime Upgrade, included with Unlimited Plus from Spectrum Mobile.
Okay, when you turn around, you're gonna see someone.
We have a turkey and cheese.
Let's imagine that LL Cool J has a bubble around him. Do we want to be
Hey, I'm
inside?
Keith.
There are some situations that young homeowners turning into their parents just can't handle.
Yeah, there he is. There's my nephew.
Johnny DeLuca will take over in center field for Lowe. So the early substitution there as he came on to bat. 3-0 Tampa Bay. Jaron Duran 0 for 1. He is lined out to right on one pitch. So Pepio has a little cushion here in the early innings as we go to the third. Foul back. Duran belting a long home run in the 6th inning last night. Stole home in the 8th inning. And as Alex Cora said later, with the new rules, he's a perfect player in this environment. He can run, he can hit. He can hit it out of the park. He's a good defender.
I couldn't agree more. And I think just him growing up as a player and starting to mature and watching him make adjustments. Obviously, he got his leg kick over the last week. He added that last Wednesday, and since he added it, he's hitting 370 with 8 extra base hits. It's a good look at it right there. He was spread out. It's more of a toe tap guy. He said he felt like he was getting stuck, wasn't able to make that positive move towards the pitcher to a little bit of a weight transfer to get into the baseball.
The home run last night was a lightning bolt.
Right. You know, we've seen him hit doubles, right? Gap to gap power, but it's like he's got an extra gear now with that leg kick.
Fly that one foul.
And I'm more impressed that, now he said he's done it at drills. He does it a lot in the cage and in BP sometimes to work on his weight transfer. And that's why he was comfortable bringing it into the game. But a lot of times you take something from drill work into the game, your timing's off. But from day one, when he did that, he had that long homer to right center at Fenway the first day he tried.
Lays off that pitch from Pepio. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 36 pitches. He's walked a couple already. Abreu on deck. A high fly into left field. Rosa ran all night to get under. 1 down to the Sox third.
Kid Nation, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, the official youth fan club of the Boston Red Sox, and offers young fans exclusive benefits throughout the 2024 season. Visit redsox.com/kidnation to join and redeem your free ticket today.
Abreu took ball 4 in the first. Well, the Red Sox have begun a very tough stretch of 15 games in a row against winning or 500 teams, with their 2 best back-to-back victories in 2024. But they've dug a bit of a hole here tonight in Game 3 inside the Trop.
You know, you win the first 2 games of the series here, so obviously you win the series.
We got back to 500 on the stream. I want to be above 500. I mean, we were, I guess, for the first,
after they came to
for one day.
3 or 4.
To hit next.
But this is also game number 13 that I've streamed, so that's bad luck.
His second start for Tampa Bay back in April before he got hurt, struck out 11 Colorado Rockies without a walk. That Colorado only put 9 balls in play over 6 scoreless innings. So So clearly he has dominating stuff. 2-2. Ground ball to first, snatched by Diaz. Nice play back to the pitcher for the out. Gandhi, a little underrated, I think, defensively at first.
100%. He made that look easy, and that's a really tough play for a first baseman. I mean, first things first, the ball's hit in the 4-hole, and you have to make the read. Hey, am I going to go for this, or is this a second baseman's ball? But he was all over that, made the right read, but then kind of like a little fadeaway toss on a pitcher on the run. It's a nice play.
Dude, I am so
looks
tired.
like a linebacker.
First baseman looks like a linebacker, too.
Ground ball up the middle to his left, Caballero. And we'll
That's out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Rays up 3-0.
When it comes to roofing replacements and repairs, go with the area's #1 choice of trusted experts for over 20 years. Free estimates, 0% financing, lifetime installation warranty. Call the professionals at Forte Roofing, where roofing is our forte.
Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota, where the all-new, completely redesigned 2024 Toyota Tacoma has arrived. Over 40 available, arriving daily. Reserve yours today at Burdick Toyota in Cicero. Visit BurdickToyota.com. Smart buyers are choosing Toyota Gold Certified used at Burdick Toyota, where you can get 5.49 up to 60 financing on Toyota Gold Certified Corolla, Camry, Highlander, and RAV4 family models. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Take this one then. Fly ball, left field, solo homer. And he takes a big swing way out toward right center. This one is tied. 3-run homer, Josh Bell.
Oh, baby, Josh Bell coming up big. Second home run of the game.
Game 3 of the series, Tampa Bay ahead 3-0 to the last of the 3rd inning. Rosarena climbing in. And Bayo looking for a quick inning. And needing more of that. He's already walked 3 men. That's presented by a local New England Honda dealers. Rosarena, with all those strikeouts this season, came in hitting just 160, but you have to respect the power in his 8 home runs. He will let it fly. 1-2.
It's a good spot for the changeup. You really can't get hurt there. You know, the guy, you said it, you got to respect the power, but the swing and miss is there. What you got to do with the Rosarena is get ahead. Obviously, the walk in the last at bat.
Bat goes flying on a foul ball. Decent toss. Got to the dirt.
Yes, try some pine tar there, Randy. It's free. They hand it out. I want to see if he threw the bat at it or the bat came out after the fact. I think it was after the fact. It's close though. It's a good way to have 60 strikeouts.
One-two from Bayo. Past Hamilton.
All right, so that's a base hit for Randy Rosarena. That's a single.
Single this time. It's a leadoff walk that did in Bayo last inning.
You don't want to wake up Randy Rosarena. It's 2 times up the plate, 2 times on base with the walk, and now a single. Change up here. And sound like a broken record, but another change up in the zone. Very hittable pitch. Randy will chase. You just have to give him something to down in the zone to go after. That one just middle again.
Brandon Lau 0 for 1. This guys had some fascinating series against the Red Sox over the years. Mentioned his 18 career home runs against Boston. Hit a walk-off home run against the Red Sox last September. Sox also absolutely shut him down in the 2021 ALDS. He went 0 for 18 with 9 punch-outs. So when he's been tough against the Red Sox, he's been brutal. But they have brutalized him from time to time. Nobody out, one on.
Ow, fuck.
Brian Bayo just turned
Hello, good evening. What's up, Matt? How you doing?
On the night of that start in St. Louis. Looking for a K here on Lau, and gets it. 96 in there with the sinker. Catch him looking at one gone.
That's pain. And you know what? If you're going to elevate a pitch, thigh high, waist high pitch, you got to work to the corner. This two-seamer starts in several inches off the plate along that chalk line and just runs right back to the corner. It's a lefty. Really hard to pull the trigger on that. Got a little help on the call, but that's more where he's got to live with that stuff.
Paredes is scored a run in this one after taking a walk. Just had a career best 18 game on base streak come to an end. That was on Monday night, courtesy of Tanner Houck and Justice Slayton.
The stuff Tanner Houck had, he got me out a couple times. Sitting up here.
I'm telling you.
Tanner Houck's one great pitcher.
I know we're a few weeks into May, but you start thinking who might wind up an all-star for the Red Sox. I think the first name that pops into your head is Tanner Houck.
Oh, yeah.
0-2 chopped to the middle. Bayo couldn't make the play.
85 degrees in St. Petersburg, Florida. But luckily, they're in an air-conditioned dome, so it don't really matter for them. So this is the end of the third inning. The Rays are still up 3-0. Fucking sucks.
Every day in May, you'll find super spring savings at Burdick Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Over 300 available.
It's Jeep season. Come lease your new 24 Grand Cherokee El Laredo 4x4. Now $399 a month for 36 months. Nearly 65 certified pre-owned available too.
Gas-powered and 4xe hybrids. In demand and in stock. That's why it's time to buy. Burdick Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram at Drivers Village. See why at BurdickDodgeChryslerJeep.com.
Summer heat and thunderstorms are just around the corner. Make sure your AC is keeping you cool and your generator keeps the power on with Hills Heating and Air Conditioning. Now through June 30th, get an air conditioning clean and service for just $115 and a residential generator check and service for just $299. Plus a 10% discount on each additional unit at the same location. Call Hills Heating and Air Conditioning today. I'll call Hills.
You love a cold, refreshing soft drink from McDonald's. So we got even colder ones.
Refresh yourself with $1.99 any size frozen Fanta or frozen Coke from McDonald's.
The 1-1.
I also don't really know if this scoreboard is going to reach the hour mark. I didn't really test it before. I say scoreboard, I meant the timer. I don't know if it's going to reach an hour. I remember the first Bristol race, it reached an hour and then it reset.
Always happy to have the great Alex Beer with us from the Boston Globe to talk about all things Red Sox and baseball. When you came in, we're talking about all the things that Alex Beer's been saying lately about teaching, about this being a teaching operation. I know the Red Sox are trying to win. They want to go postseason play, all that stuff. but that's a big part of what's going on here.
It's pretty fascinating because we see the demographics of this team. It's a younger team than they've had in many years, and so they're very mindful of the fact that the game, they are not finished products when they're arriving in the big leagues. They have to be very intentional about continuing the development of players, even veteran players. So they've created a structure around the teaching and development that they're trying to accomplish. They'll have weekly meetings with Alex Cora, members of the coaching staff, Craig Breslow, and some members of the front office to talk about certain player goals that they're trying to achieve and how to go about achieving them, whether it's a physical development or on-field stuff.
So what's a good example of a current member of the Red Sox where that applies?
So, for instance, Alex Cora was bringing up Tyler O'Neill is swinging and missing more than he had earlier in the season. So in the course of these meetings, they'll discuss, they'll break down, and this is a meeting without Tyler O'Neill, they'll break down what's happening with those swings and misses. Why are they happening? Are they still good swing decisions? Is he missing? Is he chasing? And then, based on that, they'll go to the player with a plan.
Ooh, down goes Raffy.
Watch out.
On ball 4.
And that might be some plate discipline work, some swing decision work that they would do behind the scenes. It might be certain kinds of strengthening that they would engage in, and that is very agile by Rafi Devers.
Yeah, the worst thing you want to do in a 3-ball count is get hit by a pitch, right? You don't get your walk, and it hurts.
Unless you're going for a record, Justin Turner, when he was going for the Dodgers single-season hit-by-pitch record.
Anthony Rizzo a couple times.
Euclid is the owner of the Golden Elbow Guard for the Red Sox, career leader at HBPs.
I think you could be the first one to tell you he never went for the record. He didn't want that necessarily.
And certainly not on 2 strikes.
2 strikes, yeah. Ref Snyder 1 for 1. Raffy taking his base at first. So that's interesting because I think if most people hear, well, there's a lot of teaching. This is how the operation works with the Red Sox. They think, well, that's the young guys. That's guys like Hamilton and Raphael and those guys. Not necessarily true.
It is broader than that. Craig Breslow, when he was introduced, talked about the idea that player development is not something that stops when you're in the farm system, that it continues up at the big league level. And now they're kind of building a formal structure around implementing that idea or addressing that idea and continuing goal-based focus on players.
Hard hit, but the shortstop has it. Out at second, out at first.
So the idea behind that is obviously taking the player, regardless of service time, regardless of the back of the baseball card and the accolades, and how can we get more? How can we get more and make you reach your better self?
Exactly. There's the idea is that players aren't at their ceilings ever, right? There's always room for improvement, and within a season there are all kinds of adjustments that have to be made. But sometimes there's it's like pulling Wilyer Abreu aside in the dugout and saying, "Hey, slide." He knows it. They know it. You don't need to belabor the point.
We got one tonight too. I mean,
dribbled here to Paredes on the charge. And a very quick inning. Red Sox sent up only 3. More with Alex when we come back here to the Trop.
All right, so we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Rays still up 3-0. This game kind of sucks.
Verdict Chevy has May savings on over 200 models. SUVs and trucks for every lifestyle and budget.
Spring into adventure when you drive a new 24 Equinox LT all-wheel drive SUV. Lease just $269 a month. Or choose 3.9 for 60 months financing.
Amazing selection and savings. That's why now is the time to buy. Together, let's drive. Verdict Chevrolet at Drivers Village. Shop VerdictGM.com.
Tired of cooking in a kitchen that feels stuck in the past? It's time for a change. Hearth Cabinets and More, your premier destination for kitchen cabinetry. Our talented designers will work with you to create a space that's both functional and beautiful. And the best part, our cabinets are tailored to fit your budget, so you can have the kitchen you've always wanted without breaking the bank. Transform your kitchen with Hearth Cabinets and More today, because your dream kitchen is closer than you think. Summer heat and thunderstorms are just around the corner. Make sure your AC is keeping you cool and your generator keeps the power on with Hills Heating and Air Conditioning. Now through June 30th, get an air conditioning clean and service for just $115 and a residential generator check and service for just $299, plus a 10% discount on each additional unit at the same location. Call Hills Heating and Air Conditioning today.
I'll call Hills.
The quickest way from a billion points of data to a point of view. SAS Via.
At Granger, we know dealing with the unexpected is part of your job.
Kind enough to join us here inside the Trop. No one has to tell you you've covered so many games here for the Red Sox. This has been a little shop of horrors. So to win a couple of games here, tonight's not gone very well at all for the Red Sox, but a long way to go yet. But to win 2 games and play such good baseball, clean baseball, it's almost like, wow, that is actually possible here.
And it's interesting because you think about some of their best series here, and oftentimes they feature great outfield defense because there is so much territory to cover in the outfield here. And so the fact that you had earlier in the series a kind of interesting showing of true line-to-line defense in the outfield, I think played into that. You think back then to like Benintendi making an incredible catch in foul territory and falling into the bullpen party area, or Mookie making a throw down the right field line in I think the same series. To me, that's a huge part of having good series in Tampa Bay. And the Red Sox were very pleased that they have the athletes to be able to do that this series.
Yeah, no coincidence. Aranda leading off a double and a run for him. They scored 3 times in the second inning off of Brian Bale. Trying to bounce back after a defeat at the top of the trip in St. Louis.
So Alex, I mean, obviously you dig deep into the numbers and the metrics and all that, and we're talking about Brian Bayo and his sinker, his changeup. Got him. Primarily the sinker, though, is what I've been focused on, and the height of it. You're getting it to the bottom of the zone. Been a big problem there with the fastball.
Well, so here's an interesting. We were just talking, Will, you and I, about the fact that the average height of his sinker is moving up this year relative to past years. One thing that we do need to be mindful of is that he's ditched the 4-seamer. So he's no longer using that at the top of the zone. He's using the sinker at the top of the zone like he just did there. So the average height of the sinker is going to go up. But
I just don't like that. I think your miss with that is uncompetitive high, or it sinks back to the middle of the plate, which we're seeing a lot of.
The concern is if you miss in the middle, right? You're okay. If a sinker is at the top of the zone, fine. Like if you're clipping the top edge of the zone, the Rays use that pretty aggressively. Right. Sinkers at the top of the zone, 4-seamers at the bottom. So if you're getting sinkers at the bottom of the zone, great. You're getting a ball pounded into the ground. Sinker that drops into the top of the zone oftentimes has some deception.
It depends on the profile of it, right? Like, does it have run or does it have more sink? And I feel like with Bayo, it's got both. Yeah. And in that instance, if you're trying to go up, you're going to get hurt a lot.
Well, especially if you're learning it and you don't have great command of that sinker at the top of the zone, then it is diving into the middle of the zone, and then you're in some trouble. Right. But the interesting thing for me, and the surprise to me, is that opposing hitters, even though they haven't been great against the changeup, he's already given up 4 homers on changeups this year, which is more than he had in his career entering this year.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with there's a book on him. Like, he's been in the big leagues longer. Everyone knows that's his best pitch. They know that's the pitch he turns to in situations with runners in scoring position. Whether you're the big bopper 3-4 hole hitter in the lineup, you're going to see his changeup. That's his best pitch that he gets most of his outs with, especially this year. Unfortunately,
base hit to right.
That's going to be a base hit.
Second hit tonight, 2 for 2.
That changeup as well has been elevated a lot this season.
And it's interesting because, of course, there's been this editing process with him this year, right? Where they've taken away the 4-seamer because it wasn't very effective, and he's looked for different shapes to his slider, but doesn't seem to have terrific feel for it right now. Like, you're seeing it as a clear third pitch tonight.
It's more of a show me, right?
Yeah. It's more to get people off of that arm side action of both the sinker and the changeup. And so you still wonder whether or not he is a work in progress in terms of finding maybe that other offering, or better defining slider in a way that it better separates off of the other two, or simply that he can command it so that it's more competitive off of the other.
Remember, he tried the cutter some last year. Didn't throw it a whole lot. Tried it in a couple outings, but then acted pretty quick.
Right. For him, it just needs to be a broad enough slider or sweeper that it really is able
Something going the opposite direction.
That an opposing hitter has to cover a lot of territory, which is how the game is being played, right? Like you're seeing, I was talking about this with Kevin Cash before the game. Hitters have to cover like 40 inches of movement when it's someone like Tanner Houck or Criswell throwing, based on the way that the slider and the sinker are moving.
It goes up and away. Here's the throw down, and they won't get him. Stolen base number 18 for Caballero. Red Sox did get him last night. Rich McGuire threw him out, but not here. And he's in scoring position.
So what's tough with this for Hamilton is you see him he has to stay in front of the bag, right? Because of the new rule. You can't block the bag. You can't get in the way of the slide. So he has to come up and get himself that in-between hop when normally that infielder would take a step back and straddle the bag, get a longer hop, and then put the tag down. But you can't do that now.
And you really need to receive that ball as deep as possible in order to be able to just slap the tag down. So the fact that that throw is a little bit in front of the back puts you in a tough spot. But Rafaela, I think, has introduced the art of tags to the Red Sox. It's been something else to watch how his hands work.
It is Wednesday night baseball night in America.
Miss from the catcher to tagging the legs of the base runners, and a lot of times
a lunging pop-up here. Hamilton right on the cut of the turf, and he'll make the play for 2 down.
I always hold my breath when balls go up here, just because of the catwalks, the circus tent. Who knows what else is up there?
Did you ever have a pop-up? Bang the catwalk?
Not that I hit, but there were 2 that hit around the speaker up there above third base, just in foul territory, where it looked like it was coming down to me, but it ended up kicking off into the stands for one, and then another one ended up landing in shallow right field for a hit, because you have to play it live.
Reutevedt, the batter, who's seen it before. The rule is a batted ball, not judged to be a home run, that remains on any catwalk, is 2 bases.
So aim for it, like Johnny Gumps, right? He leads the world in catwalk hits. I'll tell you, he swears he did aim for it.
Yeah, and if someone else took that title, he would come out of retirement.
He would. Missed by their catcher. Josh Lowe, by the way, left the game with right side tightness. He is day to day.
Must have been on that last swing on that strikeout of that changeup.
That's tough for them, because to me he was such a transformative addition to the top of their lineup that had been struggling so much until he came back.
1-1 up top on Reutevedt. Yandy Diaz on deck as we chat with Alex Spear of the Boston Globe. A 3-0 Tampa Bay lead here in the 4th inning.
Alex, last inning we tapped into the youth of this team, and I think we got to see a different brand of baseball, especially last night. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch.
Well, I don't know if you were here when Mike Napoli stole home and hit.
I was 2014 in Oakland.
Yeah, that was the last time that had happened for Red Sox. He was, I think Napoli should be remembered as one of the best Red Sox base runners.
He was so smart.
Yeah,
and a lot of that came from Brian Butterfield and the coaching staff, who was always on us about base running. But Napoli was a guy who led by example, and he really took that to heart. And he was very smart on the base paths.
Yeah, and that's kind of the contrast team with this one of the Red Sox, right? Like, that was such a veteran-laden team that there wasn't a lot of kind of structured development work that had to happen, because you did have people who saw the game in such a remarkably experienced and kind of attentive fashion. Whereas here, it is ongoing teaching, and there's still going to be plenty of hiccups and lumps along the way. But the Red Sox are trying very hard to get these players to be as developed and as sophisticated as possible.
3-2 with the runner going, and it's hammered foul past first base. Caballero on his way to third. You talk about Mike Napoli and the things that he did well. He did a lot of things well. Obviously, the tremendous power, the great base running instinct that he had.
Watch this. He calls it his ninja slide, is what he called it. Because he went in with like a high kick.
And then the home run.
And then backside off of. He was a fun teammate.
So lightning and thunder, just like Durant last night.
Yes.
There it is.
Same guy.
Napoli swing like a sledgehammer or something like his.
He did. He swung a 35.5-inch bat, and when we were facing Mark Burley, I would take his bat up to the plate because Mark's going, 81 miles an hour.
Cut on and missed. He strikes him out. Came back at him to Van Ortbed. Always a treat. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for dropping by.
Great to see you guys.
Alex Spear of the Globe, 3-0 Tampa Bay.
Tired of cooking in a kitchen that feels stuck in the past? It's time for a change. Hearth Cabinets and More, your premier destination for kitchen cabinetry. Our talented designers will work with you to create a space that's both functional and beautiful. And the best part, our cabinets are tailored to fit your budget, so you can have the kitchen you've always wanted without breaking the bank. Transform your kitchen with Hearth Cabinets and More today, because your dream kitchen is closer than you think.
Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota, where you can purchase a new 24 Camry LE for $28,545 and get 4.75 up to 60 months financing. Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota in Cicero, your Camry connection. Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota, where you can buy a new all-wheel drive 24 RAV4 LE for $31,956 and get 4.75 up to 60 months financing. Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota in Cicero.
Summer heat and thunderstorms are just around the corner. Make sure your AC is keeping you cool and your generator keeps the power on with Hills Heating and Air Conditioning. Now through June 30th, get an air conditioning clean and service for just $115 and a residential generator check and service for just $299, plus a 10% discount on each additional unit at the same location. Call Hills Heating and Air Conditioning today.
I'll call Hills. Here's Corey Seager, who swings and tries one side. It sails way out of here. Corey Seager with a line drive home run. A good dozen rows into the seats in right. He's given Texas a 3-0 lead.
He annihilated the first pitch changeup.
Fifth home run of the postseason. Now he's 16 career World Series games.
Top 5 first pitch is the ball, and David Hamilton batting for the second time against Ryan Pepio. Red Sox have just the one hit. That was the Rob Refsnyder single in the second inning. That's all against the hard-throwing right-hander who deals a strike.
Yeah, you're hoping this starts. You know, Taj Bradley in game 1 came out guns a-blazing and then lost it. His stuff fell off. You know, Kevin Cash said that Pepio was looking around 5 innings today just because he's coming off of the IL. He didn't want to push him too far. He's hoping he got his good stuff today, so you're hoping to get him out of the game here soon.
He's absolutely dominated lefties.
Yeah, the slider's been really good, and then he's playing off that fastball up and away, and then off of that, tunneling the slider off of it. Been really good.
Hamilton struck out looking in the second, 0 for 1. Did come at him in 95 with that four-seam. Hamilton, Grissom, Rafaela due up in the 5th. Here on a getaway night for the Sox. Should arrive in Boston somewhere around 2:30 a.m. Day off on Thursday. Around 2:30, we'll be rolling over, I think, for the 3rd time.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not flying home until tomorrow. I'll see you guys in about 6 days.
Thanks a lot. That's going to be ball 4. So it will be 4 walks now for the righty. And Snyder's going to trot out. Inning 5 presented by Salem 5 Bank. And a leadoff walk, but Red Sox had that going for them last inning. Then hit into a double play and then a 5-3, and that was the end of that.
Yeah, it feels like this is the type game where you got to get a couple guys on. You don't want to lean on the 3-run homer, but you feel like there's not a whole lot of hits being strung together. And somebody's just going to have to run into one to make this a ball game.
Tampa Bay using their first mound visit. Snyder never leaves the mound before the umpire gets there. He will continue to chat for a good 15-20 seconds.
Well, it normally takes him so long to get out there that he's normally meeting the umpire out there about the same time anyways.
I think it takes him so long to get out there, so he has a lot to say.
Well, he jogged today. That means he actually had something he needed to say.
I was kind of shocked by that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
Von Grissom 0 for 1. He's lined to right. Runner on at first, and the speedy Hamilton. Be a lot of fun to see a foot race between David Hamilton and Jaron Duran. Give me 100 yards between those two.
What do you got?
That'd be entertaining. I don't know. That's why I want to see it. If I had to handicap it, I don't know. Maybe Jaron Duran by a hair.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
The 1-0.
I might go Hamilton. I'm thinking about it now. I think I go Hamilton.
We got to make it happen now.
We can. Everything's got a price tag.
It'd be a match race. Number Clay Buchholz and Jacoby Ellsbury. It's going to be outside. But it tells me that actually happened.
There's truth to it. Buck was fast. He didn't weigh a whole lot, so he could fly.
Clay Buchholz is a really good athlete.
Very good athlete. I can play the guitar too. It's fun to be around.
3-0. He backs out of there and takes a strike. 3-1 on Vaughn Grissom. Rafaela next. Sox have one hit. Now the good news is Pepio is only going to go 5 innings max. Want to go?
What was that up there?
And actually got him.
He got that elbow guard.
He got hit by the pitch, and that's going to be runners at first and second.
Nice.
And when do they make the move here? They only wanted him to go 5 tonight. This is his first start back off the IL. They do have a lefty going to the bullpen as we speak. You've got Duran on deck. Rafaela to hit first, the right-hand batter. Lovelady, the lefty.
I would probably say this is Pepio's last guy with Duran on deck.
That makes sense. There goes Hamilton. Swinging a high fly ball left center.
Go.
Hit toward the alley.
Go.
DeLuca, long run.
Nice. That's going to score 2. Maybe just the 1. That's just going to score the 1.
Grissom down to second. And that's as far as he gets.
Hey, are you
Sox
serious?
On the scoreboard, it is 3-1.
Yeah, look, that runner's on the move, and there's something I want you to pay attention. This ball is most likely caught. It hung up in the air for a long time, but Randy Arozarena on Hamilton making the break towards third base, he starts running to back up third base on the throw down from the catcher. Watch him run into the left side right there. Now he has no chance to get to that ball in the gap. There's a chance he makes a play on that ball. It's going to be close. I guess we'll never know. But he was out of position in a big way.
That is the longest single I have seen in a long time.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm Mike, and I'm
Yeah.
Zach from Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. With the hot weather right around the corner,
Well, it was Vaughn Grissom's fault.
Think about replacing an old, inefficient air conditioner. So beat the heat and let the nice guys install a new Carrier 14-SEER air conditioner. So call Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electrical, 457-6911 to set up your free estimate. That's Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electrical, 457-6911. And remember, we're the nice guys.
May means mayhem at Hyundai Cicero.
The area's fastest growing Hyundai dealer.
May mayhem, crazy good deal.
Just $249 a month, 36 months to lease a new 24 Hyundai Tucson SE, or get 3.99 for 60 financing.
It's May Mayhem.
Only at Hyundai Cicero, Drivers Village.
The mayhem begins at HyundaiCicero.com.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Enjoy 2 of your favorites for just $3.99, like our limited time bacon McDouble.
Okay, when you turn around, you're gonna see someone.
Yeah, the turkey and cheese.
Let's imagine that LL Cool J has a bubble around him. Do we want to be Keith? There are some situations that young homeowners turning into their parents just can't handle.
There he is. There's my nephew. Now I got a video of him playing piano.
That's not how you take a selfie.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
3, 2.
Well, Tampa Bay catches a major break, and we'll see if they wind up benefiting from it in the end as Lovelady comes on and delivers ball one to Jaron Duran.
Yeah, so this has definitely got to be runners at second, third. Vaughn Grissom, instead of being at least halfway, goes all the way back to first, almost back to first to tag on this ball. Which I understand trying to get to second base, but you just have to have a better feel for where the ball is, where the outfielders are. That play is all the way in front of him. And he's got to have better vision to know that that ball's getting down. You can't go all the way back to first because then it backs up the base runner as well.
Well, the Red Sox are playing one of those games so far tonight that we saw when they lost 7 out of 10 when they came home to Fenway.
Doing the little things wrong, right?
In a big way here. That's in for a strike on Duran. So first and second instead of what it should have been, second and third. Raffaella, you got one of the fastest men in the American League who had to be stopped at first base.
Yeah, and you're lucky they didn't overlap, and then that's an out.
He swung on and missed. He got him. Strike 3.
So, yeah, watch Grissom on first base. He sees the ball, and look at him go all the way back to the bag. He turns his back. He's not even looking at the ball. And Raffaella comes right up on him. That was really close to an overlap, which would have been an out. Hamilton stops because his head's down. He's looking for the ball, but obviously where he's at, he's got plenty of time to get home to score. Weird play, but bad base running.
3-1 game, and in there for a strike on Abreu, who's drawn a walk and grounded out. One down, first and second. So Willier trying to clean it up. And the 0-1 off the corner. Connor Wong to hit next. Well, the Red Sox have gotten the leadoff walk home in Hamilton. He held up, and it's a ball. 2-1. Starter Pempio is not expected to go longer than 5 innings in this game. So they go to Lovelady, the lefty, in the 2-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Another one like that, they'll be all loaded up.
And you love seeing Connor Wong in the on-deck circle. Boy, he's been swinging the bat the last couple of weeks.
Raffaella at second. Grissom at second, Raffaella at first, and swung on, and he fouled it off himself. So they will do it again. 3-2 on Willier Abreu. Red Sox trying to turn this into a big inning, and the heart of the lineup is coming up. Sox trying to run a winning streak to 4 consecutive games tonight. And looking to sweep this Tampa Bay team. Here's the 3-2 home. And a chopper on the left side. Scooped up by the shortstop, and no play.
Oh, wow, nice.
Caballero had nowhere to go, and the bases
That's going to be bases loaded. Let's go. Got a chance to do something here.
Hit for Abreu to fill him up.
He will absolutely take that right there, load these up for Connor Wong. Hopefully he can pick up Vaughn Grissom's base running mistake here, right? Someone in the gap, tie this thing up.
Have we had a grand slam this year? I don't think we have.
Connor 0 for 2. He's popped up to first and grounded out. And Kevin Kelly is active in their bullpen. They get a righty going. All loaded up, and that's going to be ball 1.
Ball 1. Connor Wong.
Oh. Well, you bring on a relief pitcher. He's got to face 3 men. Tampa Bay up 3-1, but the Red Sox pressing the matter here in the 5th. And Lovelady with a 1-0 pitch.
It's fouled off. 1-1.
Rafael Devers lurking on deck. Sox trying to come back from a 3-0 hole tonight. One down and a man at every base. And a high fly down the right field line. That's going to cruise on into the seats. Get out. 1-2. Came into the game batting .386 on the road. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a rocket.
There you go. That's going to tie it up. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, that's safe. That's safe, yes. They might look at that, but that was safe.
Runners at first and third. Connor Wong bangs one through.
Connor Wong coming through in a big way once again. He just keeps hitting. Made up for the base running mistake. Ends up tying this thing up. Really good speed from Rafaela. I was a little worried on the send because you see him being 15 feet from third base when that ball gets to Rosarena, but the way he cuts that back and gets down the baseline, and look at the slide to get the hand in there.
Yeah, what a great angle.
Great slide. A great look at it right there.
And Abreu hurtling into third. And that brings up Rafi, who has struck out and taken ball 4. First and third. Red Sox have tied at 3-3. Rafi's been on base in 16 consecutive games. Does own an 11-game hitting streak. And he'll suck that one foul. A walk, a hit batsman, a base hit, another single on the infield, and now a 2-run single by Connor Wong.
We're seeing this team fight back. This 2 nights in a row. We haven't seen a whole lot of fighting back from deficits this season from this Red Sox team.
0-2 up top.
Seems like it's even harder to do at the trough, which we haven't seen for years. It's been a delight to see.
Rafi, part of that electrifying double steal last night, came up with his first stolen base of the year. Had 5 steals last year. He was number 1 this year. Two and two on Devers. And the left-hander delivers and left it up. And a full count. The Red Sox have rallied from 3-0 down, now trying to take the lead.
Don't be surprised to see off speed here. He's not too worried about walking Rafi. The righty in the bullpen.
This top of the 5th inning's been a long one.
3-2, little ground ball, nut to first. Diaz coming.
And that's going to be out number 2.
Got him. Abreu cut down and home.
So he could have taken the lead there, but he was tagged out.
See the catcher move in front and block the play, but I think that was after he caught the ball. See if he sets up out front. He does, and then the throw kind of takes him into the baseline. It's a little iffy when first time I saw it, but the throw kind of took him that way.
Red Sox playing contact. Here comes Cash. With Ref Snyder about to hit, he's going to remove the lefty.
All right, so they're taking Richard Lovelady out of the game.
To take on
Who's
Red
coming
Sox.
in?
We'll take the break too. Red Sox still in business here. First and second, 2 down. More moment.
Charles has proudly served Onondaga County since 1949, taking care of all your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical needs. And we're here today, second and third generation, ready to serve you. Call 457-6911. And remember, we're the nice guys.
Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota, where the all-new, completely redesigned 2024 Toyota Tacoma has arrived. Over 40
So Kevin
available
Kelly is
arriving
coming in to
daily.
pitch.
Reserve yours today at
trying to stay out of trouble here.
Toyota.com. Smart buyers are choosing Toyota Gold Certified Used at Burdick Toyota, where you can get 5.49 up to 60 financing on Toyota Gold Certified Corolla, Camry, Highlander, and RAV4 family models. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
Across hometowns big and small, we play the game with our own special flavor. Because only here are the best seats in the house, found in lawn chairs and lazy rivers, where future stars hone their craft, where the bat boys are also good boys, and teams have their very own roller coasters, Ferris wheels, and islands. Because only in minor league baseball can you experience the game you know and love like this.
Tired Auto Service, we're always here to get you there. Red Sox still have an opportunity to add on here. They've scored 3 times in the top of the 5th. Kelly out of their bullpen inherits 2 men on base for Refsnyder. Rob with a single. He's also been doubled up 6-4-3.
Kevin Kelly slings that thing. We saw him earlier in this series. We see a lot of sinking fastballs, 2-seamers, got a sweeper and a cutter as well.
Wong at second. Raffy Devers on at first. With big hit from Connor Wong. He's had a bunch of them already this season. There's another guy you have to think about all-star consideration when that gets more serious.
Absolutely, and the more at bats he gets, it's just like the more locked in he gets. He's not. We've seen him the last couple of years up there, a lot of strikeout, a lot of swing and miss, trying to hit the homer because he does have a lot of pop. And he's really shortened up there with his approach.
Yeah, hitting the ball hard too. 0-2. The looper toward right field. Palacios will not get it.
That's going to be a base hit. That's going to bring him in. There you go. We take the lead. Yeah. Let's fucking go.
It is 4-3.
What an inning.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in this inning.
4 runs.
In a way we're going, oh, no way they're going to not get, tie this.
4 runs in this inning. We were down 3-0.
With the 2-run knock.
And now we got the fucking
This is not
lead.
an easy at bat for a righty. Rob Refsnyder obviously knows.
Let's sweep this shit, boys.
Doing damage against left-handed pitching.
Won last night. Didn't stream it, but we won last night. And then the night before, we were right here streaming it, and we won that one too.
In there for a strike here on Dom Smith, who becomes the 9th man to hit in the top of the 5th. An inning that started with the Red Sox trailing 3-0. First and third with 2 down. And little looper again.
There you go. Yeah. Let's go. Keep it going. Oh.
5-3 Boston.
I said it. I'm going to say it again. OB Barrel.
It's going to make it a 5-3 game.
How many times do you see guys just hammer balls right at people out? Nope. Let me take a jam job right here. This is that cutter right off the hands. Dom Smith staying through it just enough to get it over the infield for the RBI knock. That's a big one. Good base running, too. All right, Refsnyder to get the third on that. Obviously, you don't make the third out there, but you got a good read on it.
Well, that's a way to push a base running gap into the rearview mirror.
Long gone.
First and third, 2 down. Red Sox have scored 5, looking for more on the drive.
And that's going to be out number 3. So finally that inning is going to end after like 20 minutes.
For the Red Sox, they rally for 5 runs.
That's a long inning for today's standards.
Tired of cooking in a kitchen that feels stuck in the past? It's time for a change. Hearth Cabinets and More, your premier destination for kitchen cabinetry. Our talented designers will work with you to create a space that's both functional and beautiful. And the best part, our cabinets are tailored to fit your budget, so you can have the kitchen you've always wanted without breaking the bank. Transform your kitchen with Hearth Cabinets and More today, because your dream kitchen is closer than you think.
May is the month to get a Mitsubishi. Verdict Mitsubishi has affordable vehicles to fit your lifestyle and budget.
During the Mitsubishi Summer Sales Event, get 3.99 for 60 financing, plus a $1,000 rebate on a new 3-row 24 Outlander ES, or lease for $399 a month.
Why shop Verdict Mitsubishi? Stellar selection and savings. That's why. Verdict Mitsubishi at Drivers Village. See why at verdictmitsu.com.
At Spectrum, we know that internet is a vital tool to help you fulfill your dreams.
My dream is to become a video game developer.
My dream is to get my online college degree. Unfortunately, federal funding for the Affordable Connectivity Program is ending. That's why Spectrum designed affordable and mobile solutions to keep you connected. We are committed to delivering reliable, affordable internet and unlimited mobile to keep you connected to what matters most to you.
Summer heat and thunderstorms are just around the corner. Make sure your AC is keeping you cool and your generator keeps the power on with Hills Heating and Air Conditioning. Now through June 30th, get an air conditioning clean and service for just $115 and a residential generator.
Bottom of the fifth inning, and the Red Sox up 5-3. They turned what could have been a very ugly inning, and was at times, into a beautiful thing.
Put it in the rear view, like you said. Thank God. Big Knox covered it up.
And take a look at that pitching arsenal presented by Audi.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of sinkers today, not necessarily the best command. The offense has given them some runs to work with.
Diaz cracks a ground ball to Devers. On time for out number one.
It's going to be out number one.
Yandy 0 for 3. Good way to start if you're going to beat these guys. Keep him on base.
No kidding. I feel like you never get to say Yandy 0 for anything, especially against us.
Reigning batting champ. And we'll send up to Luca. 0 for 1 with a ground out. He had to come on when Josh Lowe left the game. Soft line drive right to Grissom. 2 up, 2 down, very fast.
That ball's not carrying a second, is it, OB?
Certainly not. Rosarena next.
This team's going to win the World Series this year.
Rosarena with a walk and a single. And that's going to be a 5-pitch inning.
That's a 5-pitch inning, nice.
Bayo not breaking a sweat in that frame.
How long was that inning from start to finish?
Less than 24 hours before our wedding, our caterer canceled. There was a big ice storm. Caden said that he was frozen in and not able to leave his house. When Bill and I did long distance,
that inning took less than a minute and a half.
So we called and Liz answered the
That's
phone.
crazy.
It's like, what can we do to make this happen? Was that the team ready? Change a few schedules for this?
I think there was one in the Mets earlier this year that was a 3-pitch inning. That lasted like 90 seconds. I think this is actually less than that.
Lots of dancing.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Is that your new Nissan Sentra?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. And when Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this," he shows me the sports and says it's rated the best value 2024 new car on Cars.com. Dave says, "These cars are going fast." I knew I had to have that Sentra.
Hurry in for Memorial Day savings. Now get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra, or choose from 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
Deep into the lower deck in right field for Bo Naylor. Driven a deep right field down the line. It is gone. A home run. The second 2-run Naylor homer of the inning.
To the 6th inning we go. Red Sox ahead 5-3. A win tonight gives them a sweep of this 3-game series. And Tropicana Field, we haven't said that in many, many, many series. Already have won the series after the W last night. Von Grissom leading things off here, then Rafaela, then Jaron Duran. Vaughn hit by a pitch his last trip, and he would score a run, one of the 5 for the Sox as they rallied from 3-0 down.
I've been happy to see this team fight its way back a couple times this series. It gets a good team with good pitching, a good bullpen. Because we just haven't seen that a lot.
Check swing and the strike.
Did he call that on the pitch?
I believe he did.
Because that wasn't even close.
Was on the pitch. And a foul back. Adam Emery, the home plate umpire tonight.
I always wonder how much, check swings like that, the umpire takes their eye off the pitch and all of a sudden thinks, oh, I got to look at the bat. And then it's almost a guess job.
1-2. Wouldn't necessarily apply to that situation you just discussed. But what do you feel about Rocco Baldelli, the manager of the Twins, recently saying he thinks it might not be a bad idea to have the umpires wear pitch comm to know what was coming. A swing, struck him out. So if a guy has a filthy slider or a sweeper, if he's got a splitter, the umpire knows what was intended to be thrown, what was thrown.
I think overall it could help, but I think you would run into some problems with guys anticipating pitches to break, and there's plenty of breaking balls that back up and don't move and don't do it the same thing every pitch. And you're going to run into some guys calling some
dribble toward the third baseman Paredes. He'll gun, and it's dropped over there at first.
Nice.
Base. So Rafaela's going to be safe.
Gandhi with the whole ejecto mitt. I occasionally put that on every once in a while. The dribble here, even with Rafaela's speed, you're thinking, oh, he's got a chance, but he was dead to rights, and that just clanked it. Sometimes when the ball hits you in the palm, it shoots towards the end of the glove and comes out.
Error on Diaz. Jaron Duran 0 for 3. I see your point there. I know what Rocco was getting at. Guys are so filthy today.
Yeah, everybody throws so hard.
Everybody throws so hard today. So give the umpire a bit of a fighting chance knowing what's on the way.
I think it's a good idea. I'm with it.
Liner down the left field line, and that's going to keep on bouncing and rolling on the turf. The track up against the wall. Sadon can cruise.
There you go. Yeah, Sadon.
Throw.
That's going to make it a 6-3 game.
On 8-game hitting streak, and the Red Sox starting to open it up, leading it 6-3.
He just had that feeling. Duran walking to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Man, you just do, right? He seems like every day he's good wood on the ball. This is a really good swing. Gets right back to his approach. He saw that pitch. He check swing at it early in the at bat, and then gets the same exact pitch and lets it eat. Full swing, all direction to left field. Beautiful piece of hitting, and then Rafaela's speed. My goodness, no chance to throw him out.
So the Red Sox capitalize on the error. And here's Abreu. Smack that one foul. Red Sox with 6 unanswered runs.
That's what the Sox have been very aggressive since last inning. You go up there, anything in the zone, they're hacking at it right now.
Well, you with 18 runs batted in, 4 homers. Connor Wong has the single biggest hit of the Red Sox 7. 2-run single in the 5th inning. He's up next. Two balls and 1 strike. Tampa Bay 2 men into their bullpen. It's been a very good bullpen for them here in recent days. And a good count now for Abreu. 3-1.
Yeah, coming into this series, that Rays bullpen pitching to a 1.60 ERA this month. They have been locked in. Ran into some issues here with this Sox lineup, though.
See what he gets on 3-1. He gets a pitch.
There you go.
Sock deep out there to right center field.
There you go. Willier! Willie Abreu, bitches!
His 5th home run of the season. 8 unanswered runs for the Red Sox.
8 unanswered runs. You could classify that under the things I love to see. Willie Abreu's got to start getting some.
Man, dude, I was out of this game. I was taken out of this game. Like, not that long ago. And now, 8-3. That's fucking crazy.
Waiting for splash day.
God damn it. Come on. So that's going to be out number 2. I don't know what happened, but... Come on, load faster. Like a sense of urgency here would be nice. Come on! Like, seriously. Alright, so that is the middle of the 6th inning. I will be right back. I will be watching the bottom of the 6th. But I'll be back probably at the top of the 7th. Oh god, maybe not, because this fucking thing wants to give me a hard time. Why are we doing this? Like, seriously. Come on! Like, seriously, gotta have a sense of urgency here. With a live event, we can't be waiting for buffering. You know? Buffering cannot be a thing in the days of live events. Dude, you gotta hurry up. I'm so serious. Like, alright.
Willie Abreu going downtown, to sort of quote my great friend Mike Green. And the Red Sox add on now 8-3. So some breathing room certainly for Bayo, who will take on 4, 5, and 6 for Tampa Bay. Threw only 5 pitches last inning.
You know, his command hasn't been great. Obviously not where he wants it to be, but he's still got a ton of ground balls, 10 ground balls, which is great. Like, even up in the zone, you're getting that seek in action. You want it down, but the Rays aren't hitting them hard by any means.
Certainly breezed in the 5th. A lot more of the same in the 6th inning now with a cushion. Struck out looking last time, and he'll take a ball.
Sox have now homered in the last 10 games. That's their longest streak this season.
Remember that drought they had about a month ago? That's also a distant memory with the home run ball. That's going to be fouled out of play down the left field line. Speaking of droughts, the Red Sox have not swept a series in this building since April of 2019. They're closing in on that tonight. Rio almost got it out there.
He tried. Maybe that would have forced him to clean it.
But it's actually the cleanest I've seen it in years.
You know what? We did talk about that pregame. We're like, you know what?
It looks pretty good.
It actually has a blue tint to it. Because I know every time I do pre and post game with TC, he's always like, that. It's so dirty. They never take care of that. They don't clean the walls of it. It's disgusting.
It did. It looked that way for years.
It did. It was brown. And they actually cleaned it up a little.
I will take a walk here. Little blueberry food coloring.
You see what happens? They clean it, and now the Sox come in here and get the sweep.
So they'll never clean it again.
There you go.
If that happens.
You said it.
Yeah. Ways to go yet. At 8-3. Still a lot of work to do. Paredes has walked and scored. He's also been doubled up. The second time tonight that Bayo has issued a leadoff walk. Sox are going to start to get the bullpen going. It's going to be Cam Boozer, who hasn't thrown out there yet. Hasn't warmed yet, but he's about to. This is his first pitch.
See that last pitch, that last sinker, 96, like perfectly down in the bottom right quadrant. You can do so much off of that. You throw the changeup off of it. You can go up and away.
Little bloop shot, racing out Grissom. He'll make the play. Runner back to first.
I know it's impossible for a pitcher to hit his spot over and over again, but ideally that is just the perfect location for Brian Bayo's two-seamer.
El son of Jonathan Aranda, who's doubled and scored and struck out. Red Sox 8 runs and 8 hits, and for Tampa Bay 3 runs, 4 hits and an error. Batting stats presented by Eversource. Weatherizing your home can increase comfort and lower energy use. We can help. Driven down the left field line, slicing for the corner, and that's a foul ball. You said the other night, every time a Tampa Bay Ray shoots one down there toward that 162 mark,
excuse me, bud,
it's forever posted up in that corner. You get the chills.
Nauseous. Ew. 162 landing.
Longoria.
Last day of the year.
Bayo using a little
moral victory.
One on, one out in the 6th. Red Sox will be off tomorrow. Open up a series over the weekend at home against Milwaukee. Right by him. With the slider, he strikes him out. 2 gone.
He'll take it. He's trying to go down and in, bury that down and in. Ends up working out for him because it's a tough pitch to hit up and in like that. Man, you're trying to bury that down. Just kind of got under it a little bit so it just spins and stays at the top of the zone.
Not every mistake you make gets hit out of the ballpark.
No, that's hard enough. Round bat, round ball.
Caballero's had a good night. He's going to swing immediately and sky a pop-up. Wong can't find it. And it's going to hook back out of play. He had no idea what that was.
Pop-ups are so tough at this place. Pop-ups go up at this place. I know we talk about the catwalks, but that is literally once the baseballs are rubbed up with the mud they use on it to make it not as slick, it's the exact color as that target.
Lovely. Caballero with a base hit and drove in 2 in the 2nd inning. He's also singled and stolen a base. Sox are up by 5. After being down 3-0 as of the second inning. 1-2. Want to let you know that Friday night, Game 1 against Milwaukee will be on Apple TV.
So you're saying you get 2 nights off in a row?
That's what I'm saying.
What are you going to do with yourself?
You know, I'm actually...
That's going to feel like a month.
I'll have absolutely no idea because one, like, planned off day is one thing. 2 feels like a month.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're doing this every day. I mean, even I'm going home for 6 days. That feels like forever because it's really just been like 4 or 5.
No question. 2-2. Check swing foul back. Better Crawford going on Friday against the Brewers. Good ball club coming in. We will have the games on Saturday and Sunday before the Red Sox head for Baltimore. And 3 against the Birds at Camden Yards. That's in there, strike 3. Pinned it in there.
I mean, that was not a strike, but I'll take it.
Caballero.
He couldn't believe it.
This is a breakthrough. You can burn up to 15% more calories and lose 6 times more weight. You can get stronger, get leaner, and feel absolutely incredible. Break through your goals with multi-collagen advanced lean.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Enjoy 2 of your favorites for just $3.99, like our limited time bacon McDouble.
In their 63rd season. It's the Texas Rangers win the World Series. So long to heartbreak. Hello World Series for the Texas Rangers, champions in 2023. And in 2 short years, they've delivered. Bruce Bochy has his 4th World Series ring. What a moment, and what a year for the Texas Rangers.
Second full count of the afternoon. And that's called strike 3.
Lucas is going to throw that changeup on any count. That's strikeout number 1,000 for Lucas in his career.
This one to left field. Schwarber going back. There's number 50. And now he's 1 away from Andrew Jones for tying the Braves' single-season home run record. And that is already a fantastic year, and there's 16 or 17 more games.
Brought to you by Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about an all-wheel drive Subaru. WB Mason, shipping and packaging supplies delivered fast with no expensive freight charges. And by your New England GMC dealers, we are professional grade. Dave O'Brien alongside Will Middlebrooks, Jemai Webster on hand as well. Sox have built an 8-3 lead moving to the 7th inning.
8 unanswered too. Down 3-0 and then to do that. Love to see it.
94 pitches for Bayo. He got the handshake from his manager.
Love to see him finish strong right there too. That was the best command he'd had the entire game.
Shot ground ball to third, but right at Paredes. Rob Snyder. It is now 2 for 4 tonight.
Ugh.
1 out the 7th.
It didn't resume live, so now I gotta exit back out and go back in. Fucking great. Don't you just love how, like, technology has made things so much better, but, like, it can also just fuck up an entire experience? Like, hate that shit.
Round to this point. Alex Cora is always working that bench. Getting guys laughing.
Players manager, for sure.
Fouled away.
I don't know if I've ever heard a player have a negative thing to say about Cora as their manager. But you see, if you watch him walking around the clubhouse, you watch when they have live BPs and batting practice and all that, and he just kind of blends in like he's one of the guys. You know, the days of the manager having that barrier and wanting to be feared, those days are just gone.
Well, the best managers that I've seen have always been that way. They've always been great communicators.
For sure. I mean,
Jim Leland,
I was going to say your Leland,
Jack, Bobby Cox.
100%. But even in that era, there was that level of fear of those guys, right? They had that fierceness about them.
I think even Barry Bonds feared Jim Leland. That's going to be a swing and a foul tip into the mid. He had a way of laying it down, and so does Alex Cora when he has to.
I remember the old video at spring training with Leland and Bonds in Pittsburgh, I believe.
It was the
Pirates or wherever they were.
Yeah.
And some drill, I guess Bonds didn't want to do, and he got all over him about it.
It was a disagreement over the team picture.
Team picture?
And, you know, Bonds had problems with it, and the media guy was saying, hey, Barry, we got to do this. Jim Leland basically
Strike one to
came
David
out
Hamilton.
and undressed him in front of everybody. And Barry Bonds said, okay, you're right. The only guy who's ever said that to in his entire life, I think. You know?
But if you hear Barry Bonds talk about Leland, he has so much respect for him, right? So it's like that's the one guy that could get to Barry.
No question. He was somebody who could talk to Barry Bonds like that, and Barry would react appropriately.
Yeah.
But all the great managers of certainly the modern era were wonderful communicators. On a one-on-one basis. Hamilton in this one, strikeout, a line out. He's also walked and scored a run. You know, Alex has a side of Terry Francona, and he can disarm with humor. Tito's still the funniest guy I ever encountered in baseball. He's special. Hilarious. Swing and
strike three.
Red Sox go quietly here in the seventh.
So we head to the bottom of the seventh inning, up 8-3.
Sorry, party's canceled. Waiting on the cable internet guy.
First, I had cable, but those cords weren't me. So he switched to T-Mobile home internet with 5G. What feeling? Wi-Fi now. I need home internet.
It's so fucking embarrassing that I know this shit. It's some just commercial jingle.
T-Mobile now, just $50 a month.
I think songs for a commercial for an ad is like really kind of culty.
Star interior.
I don't think so.
Okay. I thought it was a good idea.
Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get 2.9% APR financing or a $1,000 customer bonus on a new 2024 Jetta.
We know that if you throw a problem our way, we'll do the work to solve it.
You are here, greeted by the end of one journey and the beginning of the next.
You love a cold, refreshing soft drink from McDonald's. So we got even colder ones.
Refresh yourself with $1.99 any size frozen Fanta or frozen Coke from McDonald's.
Hefty press-to-close bags in XL sizes. For XL snacking with expanded fill for easy filling. If you crave it, you can save it.
Hefty.
With hot.
Time now for our Rolaids relief stats. Cam Boozer coming out of the bullpen. He has struck out at least one batter in 12 of his 14 outings. And taking on 8, 9, and 1 here for Tampa Bay as we go to last of the 7th. And a bluff bunt by Palacios, who's trying to walk and popped up.
Boozer's been a really good addition to this bullpen. I feel like he throws between him and Bernardino just about every day.
Red Sox ahead by 5 runs. Do you like the move to lift Bayo after 6?
With a 5-run lead, where his pitch count was, I'm okay with it. The issue, and you know, something to build off of that last inning with his command. It really kind of locked it in. Now you can.
That's it wickedly to right. Abreu backs up, has to play it off the wall, bounces right back to him, and fires in a strike to second base. That's a single for Palacios. Certainly looked like a double at the crack of the bat.
Absolutely. I mean, the right field that Wilyer Abreu is playing this year. I mean, we see him at Fenway. And you talk about how tough it is to play at Fenway, and you need 2 center fielders, and he's played it that way. But watch his play off this wall. He's aggressive to the ball, thinking he has a shot to get it. A lot of times this ends up past him, and it's at least a double.
I remember back in
off his hand, makes a perfect throw.
Back in high school, it was 11th grade.
So Palacios content with a single. Broke up the catcher's 0 for 2.
I didn't have a job, didn't have any money or anything, so I'd do anything I could to get some money to buy some fucking weed. I didn't smoke as much back then as I do now.
There's no reason to push him past 100 pitches.
But I still did smoke.
And he looked really good in that last inning. That's something you want to build off of.
Yeah, I went on Facebook Marketplace and I sold my iPad. It was the iPad 2, so I think it's the one that came out in like 12 or some shit.
Still got to be so careful with these guys. We've seen it many, many times.
And I sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $60, so that was enough for, at the time, I think that was about $7 grand, so a quarter, yeah.
Everything goes crazy. 2 fouled off.
And it was like really sketchy. Like,
Tampa Bay at the moment right at
the dude just seemed really sketchy. And I think he tried to haggle me, or is haggle the right word? Negotiate. Negotiating's fair. That's always fair, you know. You do that.
Won the first 2.
That's something people do.
I'm racking my brain trying to think if there's another.
So we were negotiating. And he was like, "Can we do this?" And I think I was just like, "No."
Close.
No, or some shit.
West Coast, right?
And
because they have a hard time on the West Coast at times, but
I think he was just like, "Okay."
No.
Okay.
Especially you used to see these guys 19.
Like I said no, and he was like, "Okay, I still want it."
We gotta go back to
so
the trop.
I said no, and he didn't try anymore. He was just like, "Okay." Seems kind of sketchy.
Not again until September.
But
3 and 2 on
then we met up, and he like barely spoke any English. I mean, we only met for like maybe a minute. We only spent like maybe a minute together, but he barely spoke any English. I don't remember. I don't think he did speak much English. Very broken, at least. I don't really remember it that well, but
a couple of walks here in the last 2 innings. With the Red Sox,
I sold him his iPad,
not a great idea.
And he gave me the money. And like the encounter was sketchy, the messages were sketchy, just the whole thing was sketchy. But it was a perfectly normal transaction where nothing bad happened, which I think is interesting. I think it's a beautiful message about life. Yeah, though some things may seem like they can only go a bad way, it'll go exactly as planned.
330 career average against the Red Sox.
So then, like I said, after he left, I sat at the park for another 45 minutes and waited for my weed guy to show up, and he did. I also did the same thing with my bike, but that was to like a mom and her little girl or some shit.
Down the stretch last season to
and then I bought weed with it.
They both entered the last day of the season batting .330. Diaz sat out, and Seager went 0 for 1. Swing a high fly ball into left field. Backing up Duran. Backing up to the track with room. He will make the catch. The runner at second. Palacios will tag. And he's into third. And Yandy Diaz just missed one.
Absolutely. I was just about to say, look, his swing is so level. And his ability to just have such a line drive mentality. Obviously, he elevated that one and just missed a homer, just missed a catwalk. The slider down and in, went down and got it. It's a good swing. But I want to point out, Jaron Duran, I guarantee you there was a conversation in the dugout about Rafaela not going to the right base a couple innings ago. He watched his throw go to second base to keep the double play in order.
Weissert coming in. Boozer headed for the bench. And we'll have more from the Trop in just a moment.
So Cam Boozer got 2 runners on, so he's coming out.
May is the month
Yeah, they
to
said
get
Greg
a Mitsubishi.
Weissert is coming in.
Mitsubishi has affordable vehicles to fit your lifestyle and budget.
During the Mitsubishi Summer Sales Event, get 3.99 for 60 financing, plus a $1,000 rebate on a new 3-row 24 Outlander ES, or lease for $399 a month.
Why shop Burdick Mitsubishi? Stellar selection and savings. That's why. Burdick Mitsubishi at Drivers Village. See why at burdickmitsu.com.
Summer heat and thunderstorms are just around the corner. Make sure your AC is keeping you cool and your generator keeps the power on with Hills Heating and Air Conditioning. Now through June 30th, get an air conditioning clean and service for just $115 and a residential generator check and service for just $299, plus a 10% discount on each additional unit at the same location. Call Hills Heating and Air Conditioning today.
I'll call you. In their 63rd season. It's the Texas Rangers win the World Series. So long to heartbreak. Hello World Series for the Texas Rangers, champions in 2023. And in 2 short years, they've delivered. Bruce Bochy has his 4th World Series ring. What a moment, and what a year for the Texas Rangers. And they are loaded up for Gunnar.
Right guy at the right time here.
1-0, the first pitch. Henderson into left center. Kiermaier at the wall. And get out of here! Yes, he did! Grand slam!
BuyFordNow.com call to the bullpen. Greg Weissert will take over. Weissert will inherit runners at first and third. And Johnny DeLuca will be the batter with 1 down.
That's ball 1.
2.29 ERA for the right-hander.
19.2 innings pitched.
Sweeper.
It's 23 strikeouts on the year. Ball 2.
Palacios at third, Rortvedt on at first. The Sox have turned 1 double play tonight. That'll swoop in
ball
there.
3. Oh, that's a strike. That
Thank
sucks.
you. Weissert actually snaked the win yesterday. Came in and pitched a clean 7th inning, couple strikeouts. Got the win.
And that's going to be a ground ball. And that'll be... Oh, no, that's safe. So they got the bases loaded here.
Their first since the 2nd inning.
Damn.
Palacios coming home on an infield hit.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
Oh, no,
for
he
the
came
third
home on
baseman
that.
to
All
take
right, so
that
the
angle
bases aren't
towards a
loaded.
dugout like
He got
that.
home on that.
A lot of times on that play, in that situation where the base runners are where they are at first and third, your play is going to be at home plate. But when Rafi looks up and it's going to have to make that throw, he's right in line with the base runner. And instead of trying to go around him and possibly an errant throw, takes the chance at first base, but he had hesitated just long enough where he didn't have time to get him.
Brings up Rosareno is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk tonight. Still only 1 down, 2 on. 8-4 game. And
1 to Randy.
He's not swinging it well, but Rosarena's a dangerous man with a couple of base runners. And the right-hander's 1-0. Dropped in there.
1-1 count.
Roy Fed at second. DeLuca with the RBI. On at first. 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, Weiser pounding a Rosarena in with the sinker, up with that one. You gotta think he's trying to set up this sweeper down and away. Hopefully he can try to get a weak ground ball here for double play.
In tight.
Still standing there.
It's going to be all hands on deck out of that bullpen tonight.
I love that. Love that. Sweep these guys. Go for it. Especially with the day off.
Hitters count for Rosarena. Here it comes. And a strike.
Yeah, that's 3-2 count.
Not sure what he was looking for on 3-1.
Yeah, right.
Well, a full count now.
It's the difference in Rosarena when he's feeling good and when he's not. Still got to make a pitch here because, like you said, he's always a threat.
And that's strike 3. So,
well, he spit on a really good pitch to hit.
2 outs from the bottom of the 7th.
He did. Weiser went right after him. He didn't throw one breaking ball. He was right after him with the fastball. You say he throws that angry fastball. He humped up on this one. It's only 93, but well executed the top of the zone. And after not seeing any breaking balls in that bat, it had to be in the back of the mind of a Rosarena thinking he's got to spin me one at some point. Never did.
Here's Lau 0 for 2 of the walk. Fouls that one away.
Strike 1.
There have been times over the years, this is the last hitter in their lineup you want to see with base runners on against the Sox, but he's been in the process of getting his timing back after the stay on the IL. Tonight, a fielder's choice and a strikeout looking.
It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out. Crowd tonight, 13,095 at the Trop. Pretty much the average for the 3 nights here. And Weisert's 1-1. Little ground ball, softly hit. Smith will take it. He puts it.
And that's going to be out number 3. So the Rays going to run there. It's 8-4 now. Still got a big lead.
Summer heat and thunderstorms are just around the corner. Make sure your AC is keeping you cool and your generator keeps the power on with Hills Heating and Air Conditioning. Now through June 30th, get an air conditioning clean and service for just $115 and a residential generator check and service for just $299. Plus a 10% discount on each additional unit at the same location. Call Hills Heating and Air Conditioning today.
I'll call Hills.
Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota, where you can purchase a new 24 Camry LE for $28,545 and get 4.75 up to 60 months financing. Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota in Cicero, your Camry connection. Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota, where you can buy a new all-wheel drive 24 RAV4 LE for $31,956 and get 4.75 up to 60 months financing. Summer starts here at Burdick Toyota in Cicero.
At Outback Steakhouse, you can get an 18-ounce bone-in ribeye, Kingsland pasta, or sirloin and lobster mac, starting at $16.99. It's better than the actual Outback.
Where the only food for miles is you.
The Dine Under menu, on now at Outback.
Tired of cooking in a kitchen that feels stuck in the past? It's time for a change. Hearth Cabinets and More, your premier destination for kitchen cabinetry. Our talented designers will work with you to create a space that's both functional and beautiful. And the best part, our cabinets are tailored to fit your budget, so you can have the kitchen you've always wanted without breaking the bank. Transform your kitchen with Hearth Cabinets and More today, because your dream kitchen is closer than you think.
I would highly recommend Jobber to any home service entrepreneur that's out there. The problem I had before Jobber was spending way too many hours in the office. Once I did the 14-day trial, I figured out very quickly that it would simplify my life. Jobber has
hit streak to 8 games back in the 6 with that RBI double. Last night, Alex Cora called Duran the perfect player for this environment. So I asked third base coach and outfield instructor Kyle Hudson how he would describe it. He said the same thing. What you see on the field, he says, isn't the entire picture. Does everything the right way. This guy never anticipates a player making a play, which always puts him in a position.
I mean, we beat them
other guys have been able to feed off that.
on Tuesday night and last night also, Jaden. So
but Duran says his approach is just busting out of the box every time with a double on his mind.
there's a fly ball out to center field, and that's going to be out number 1.
Jemai, thank you, and that's how the 8th inning gets underway. Von
Grissom has sucked for us.
Another hard hit ball by Grissom, and nothing to show for it.
The 8th inning presented by Duncan. They bring on Sean Armstrong out of the bullpen. 8, 9, and 1 go up for the Red Sox. Rafaela, who's been on base a couple times tonight and has scored each time. Pop a foul on the plate. Duran on deck.
Strike 1 to Rafaela. Come on, sit down.
So the Red Sox bullpen assigned to shut down Tampa Bay the rest of the way after Bayo went the first 6 innings. Swing and a miss. Kelly up in the Sox pen. And the 0-2 pitch from the righty.
Tough matchup here for Rafaela. Just Armstrong's a fastball heavy guy, likes the 4-seam up. He's got a sinker he will throw over the plate, but likes the 4-seam at the top of the plate, which has been an issue for Sadon here.
0-2, bounding ball behind the bag. Paredes will skip it, which he did intentionally.
That'll be out number 2.
2 away.
Saturday, the Red Sox are back on NESN as they host the Brewers at Fenway Park. No miss coverage starting at 3 on NESN, presented by VA New England.
Duran with a big double to drive in a run in the 6th inning when the Red Sox added on and got 3 more after getting 5 runs in the 5th inning. Red Sox were trailing 3-0 when they exploded for those 8 runs over those 2 innings. Tampa Bay got 1 back in the bottom of the 7th. Duran running his hitting streak to 8 consecutive games with that double. The bat shatters on the ground ball to second base, and Lau will throw him out to retire the side.
Clearly no sense of urgency. There we go.
We take a look at the Verizon projected starters for the upcoming Milwaukee series. Tanner Houck will be pitching on Sunday afternoon. Cutter Crawford on Friday, Nick Pivetta on Saturday against a really good Brewers team.
Yeah, they're playing good baseball right now. They're surprising a lot of people in that Central. So, I mean, they're going to get our best, that's for sure.
Zach Kelly. Here in the last half of the 8th inning, Red Sox with 8 runs on 8 hits. Tampa Bay 4 runs, 6 hits, and an error. Isaac Paredes 0 for 2 with a walk and a run.
Been really impressed with Zach Kelly's stuff so far this season. We've seen an uptick in velocity with the fastball.
So Zach Kelly is in the pitch.
Mid to upper 90s with that. The sweeper's been a really good addition to him. We know how good his changeup is. That's his baby. Like, he's always going to go to that.
It's going to be a ground ball, and it's going to be out number 1.
The out, one gone.
I think the sweeper for Zach Kelly is something that makes him a completely different pitcher, right? You have to worry about that as a right-hander away from you, something breaking away from you. Before that, it was heavy arm side four-seamers, good changeups. Now that third pitch makes him a completely different guy.
Jonathan Aranda next. He doubled as part of the 3-run uprising.
Here comes Jonathan Aranda. He is hitting .231 this year.
Down 3-zip. It was
one for 3 tonight.
But came back with a vengeance with 5 runs in the 5th inning, 3 more in the 6th. Have a late lead at Tampa Bay. Abreu with a blast. Aranda takes the ball down.
Ball 2.
Red Sox trying to do something here in this building they have not done since April 2019. Sweep the Tampa Bay Rays. And a 2-0. Made him jump a bit.
I remember that series when we did, though. It was fun.
Jose Caballero on deck.
6 pitches. We've only seen 1 fastball from Zach Kelly. A 4-run lead. Pound that zone. Get ahead.
3-0 and a strike. Tampa Bay is down to postseason play 5 consecutive years.
I think the last 2 years, beginning of the year, looking at projections, I'm saying this is the year they take a step back, right? You look up in September and they got 92 wins.
Just didn't think they were going to be a spectacular offensive team last year with that lineup. They turned out to be a really good offensive team. They won 13 in a row to start the season.
Yeah, with all those homers, too. Yeah.
Hit a ton of home runs. A different story this year. Different looking club for Kevin Cash. Couple of key losses, 3-2. And fouled away. Now, if they had Glasnow still here, if they have McClanahan still healthy, you'd be like, wow, wait a minute.
Even Jeffrey Spring, I mean, the list goes on of guys that just keep blowing out. Elbow surgeries.
So the Red Sox have had more than this year.
No kidding. Well, I mean, around baseball.
Three and 2 on Aranda with the bases empty. We are in the bottom of the 8th. He's going to walk it.
Ball 4.
An oddity about tonight over the last few innings. Red Sox compiling this 5-run lead, but they have walked 3 men over the last 3 frames. Mike's Amazing is the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox. You can pick it up at Market Basket today and bring home the Fenway experience. Mike's Amazing, when it's on, it's on.
Now
Caballero, a couple of hits. He's gone 2 for 3. Line drive and scooped up, knocked down by Grissom. Has trouble getting it.
Damn.
He flips to get the
That is
first
going to be
play
out number
at
2.
second. So he had all sorts of difficulty.
What's
with
up,
it, but he
Daniel?
does get it out.
Yeah, they're booing around.
What font?
That's a line drive.
Oh, you're talking about
to see if
the
that ball was
timer
fouled.
down here?
There's no way he can break the second.
Yeah, well, I was using a online timer. It's part of the reason that, well, the Red Sox streams actually weren't laggy. But based on my stream stats, like they got occasionally laggy, but like they weren't really laggy.
Two-way Richie
But
Palacios.
according to my
1 for 2
stream
with a
stats,
single.
they should have been.
Home run.
So I was using a website that had that
He is at 4.
old clock, like timer thingy. And I just switched to a OBS, like plug it, like script type thing. So it does seem to be helping.
2 men out in the 8th inning.
He gone.
He gone. And not coming back tonight. Liner to right field, hooked toward the bullpen and a foul ball.
This will be you on the flight in about 2 hours.
Better be.
You're a good bus sleeper, airplane sleeper. I look over, but you do it sitting up. I don't know how you do it. It's a superpower, honestly. All the years of riding buses, I could never, ever sleep in the seat. I eventually had to buy like the inflatable pool floats that you can lay on. There were the skinnier ones, and I would put them in the floor.
Did you really do that?
Yeah, it's the only way I could sleep.
Sure.
I mean, I would get stepped on about 3 a.m. by somebody walking through there to the bathroom.
Of course you talk shit, Jaden.
1-2 hammered foul. And I think it takes years and years of practice to learn how to sleep on a plane. When I first started out, no chance. Wide awake the entire flight. Now, the lights go out, boom. That's pretty much it.
By the time we're on the bus waiting to leave the stadium, you're out, which I'm impressed with.
Just remember, like this little guy, he's hearing every word everyone's saying about him. Every single word. He's remembering it all.
Are you hinting? Are you trying to? Is that subliminal messaging to me to not talk?
What did I say? Did I say you were an asshole? Because yeah, you are.
1-2 pitch from the right-hander. That ran inside. Chased him out of the batter's box. He looked like he was being chased by a swarm of bees, didn't he?
Little dramatic, yeah. A little bit. It did chase him. I mean, look at the break on this sweeper.
Oh my god, he did look like he was being attacked by fucking bees.
Little acting job.
What did I say?
2-2 swatted into right field. A diving effort by Grissom, can't get it. So it'll be a base hit. That'll put him on at first and second. They have to say this for Tampa Bay. They're getting chances here late in the game. They're getting plenty of base runners.
They are. It's just a product of not getting ahead of these guys and putting them away. I'd like to see Zach Kelly pound his own a little more. Easier said than done, obviously. Even if Von Grissom gets to that ball, there's no play.
Oh, I said of course you talk shit. Yeah, you are talking shit.
Aboard with 2 down. And he gets to the number 9 man, Ben Rortbad, who is over 2 with a walk. 8-4.
So bottom of the 8, 2 outs, 2 men on.
He was late.
Yeah, it's gonna be strike 1 to Ben Rortbad. He's hitting 267 with a 702 OPS this year. No home runs on the season with 8 RBIs. 0 for 2 tonight with a walk in the 7th inning.
0-1 pitch. He has him in the hole now, 0-2.
I'd love to see Kelly stick with that fastball. Keep throwing the heater. Seeing the sweeper, it's got a ton of movement, but not a lot of control with it this inning.
I think I'm going to stick it to my dad and say, fuck it, I'm buying a PC. And if it disappoints you, then whatever. I think I'm going to stick it to him.
Hey, happy birthday to our terrific young producer.
I mean, why do I phrase it like that?
Years old today.
I say that like I'm mad at him. I'm not mad at him.
I called him this morning, called him happy birthday.
I guess I'm going to just say, I'm going to go against his advice. For once.
Fouled back by Rortvedt. 36 years old, just a baby. Just really starting out in life.
You see that NASCAR photo finish? I saw that you sent it to me, and I don't give a fuck because I don't give a fuck about iRacing.
Tell you what, he's a master on the smoker.
Still would love to play it.
You should see the stuff he brings in for us.
That's what I'm thinking, Jade. I'm going to do what you said.
Foul ball right side again. Scooping at Smith. He'll feed the pitcher, and Kelly gets there plenty of time.
So it's going to be out number 3. We head to the 9th inning. Red Sox are up 8-4.
I'm a bird stuck in Larry Bird's attic. And I'm going cuckoo.
What the heck?
What you got, Larry? May the best bird win. Rick.
Damn it. You fucking whore. Fucking whore slut. Whore slut. Whore slut. Whore slut. Whore slut. Whore slut. Fucking. I hate when things are not like I want them to be. But it's loading, so I shall quit my damn bitching. You know, I'm just trying to speak my emotions about the damn buffering. It's no longer buffering. It's just sometimes on MLB TV they have silent, like, commercial break in progress screen.
Chevy dealers
There we
together,
go.
let's drive.
Taking you back to the 6th.
Willier Brayu's fucking home run. That was a great home run.
Boys, he looked good at the plate this year. Been good to see him start to get more consistent at bats. He's played a
Alright, well here he is again. Willier Brayu up in the top of the 9th.
He's been phenomenal.
Red Sox
His
up
offensive
8-4.
production has been up at the top of the ranks with all rookies.
Tonight on base 3 times, a walk, a base hit, that home run. Also made a fine play in right field on a great throw. Pete Fairbanks.
So here's Pete Fairbanks up here with a 5.73 ERA in 12 games this year.
IL,
Only 11 innings
5.73
pitched.
ERA. When he's right, he's one of the better right-handers in the American League.
Since coming off the IL, he's retired all 12 batters. He had a really tough start to his season. I don't know if he was maybe pitching hurt. He wasn't right.
Chase Anderson throwing the Red Sox bullpen. Fairbanks, their 5th reliever after Pepio, the starter. He also just came back off the IL as of tonight. So they have had their share of injuries.
Seems to be the story for just about every ball club this year. How do you fight the injury bug?
Swing mightily and Sky, a pop-up on the infield.
Alright, that's going to be a pop-up into the infield. That's going to be out number 1.
One down in the 9th for Boston. Share with the best of them with Allagash White, the most awarded wheat beer in the world, and Hop Reach, 2023's fastest growing IPA in New England. Allagash Brewing Company, we're good together.
So here's Connor Wong. 1 for 4 tonight with a single in the 5th.
3-0.
2-run single in the 5th.
They rallied to get 5 runs.
And then he scored a run himself.
The biggest one in that inning.
Absolutely, and it came after not too great base running, right? And he picked his teammates up in a big spot. Ended up not costing the team.
I'm sure it's being discussed or will be discussed a little bit more, but at the moment looked like a crucial play in the game. Foul back out of play. Rafi Devers will be next.
The Red Sox are doing a much better job putting the ball in play, too. Just 7 strikeouts as a team so far, which we've seen so many games of 10+, 12+ strikeouts as a team. And they're catching the ball, right? Those two things go together. There's a correlation to winning.
And I know people got tired of hearing about it, you know, those first 30, 40 games. Like, you know, the Red Sox strike out too much. They don't play good enough defense. Start to clean those things up. It's a far greater brand of baseball.
Absolutely.
I've certainly done it here, generally speaking, at the Trop, as they try and sweep. Fairbanks with a 2-2. And in is strike 3. Frozen. Slider came in. 2 down. Check out the T-Mobile coverage cam.
And here's that 2-run single we were just referring to. Kind of a crazy inning back. There was so much going on in that inning where it started out and you're thinking, wow, the Sox are going to waste a massive opportunity to get back into this ball game. And then Connor Wong, once again, just coming through, as he has all year.
Rafi with a hard ground foul. Hitless tonight, 0 for 3 with a walk.
He did walk in the fourth.
This is his last chance to run his hitting streak to 12 in a row.
Yeah, he has that at 11 game. God damn it! You know what?
Two down, bases clean.
Well, Rafi is out.
Guy is as scorching hot as anybody in baseball. What a match.
Yeah, Xander Bogaerts going to be out for a few months at least. Damn, this thing is really just giving me a hard time tonight. The silence is killing me.
Driven by your New England Chevy dealers. Red Sox are 3 outs away from wrapping up a sweep at the Trop. They lead it 8-4. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Kelly will stay on to pitch. And against the top of the order in Yandy Diaz. Red Sox have silenced him so far. He is 0 for 4. And it's in this strike 1 to get started in the bottom of the 9th.
Didn't expect to see Zach Kelly still out there. The command, through 22 pitches, the command was a little sporadic. Thought they might go Chase Anderson to finish this thing off.
Swinging a high deep drive in the left center field. That one is powered.
That's going to be a home run.
That is gone.
Yandy Diaz hits a home run there to make it 8-5 in the top of the bottom of the 9th inning.
And just destroyed that baby.
427 feet.
Kenley is going to begin to warm up down the left field line.
Yeah, just something about this place, OP. Never a comfortable lead, especially when Yandy Diaz is up there. Hang and sweeper, and he's sat.
I mean, it don't really matter.
Good swing on it.
So it tightens up a little bit here in the 9th inning. Here's DeLuca. Had an infield hit last time up. And he'll look at a strike.
That's going to be strike one.
Home run travel.
Still Zach Kelly out here. Kenley Jansen is getting warmed up.
Now Kenley beginning to work with a little bit of urgency down there. That's across for strike two.
Now, obviously, Jansen's been around forever, and he's been doing this for a long time. He's been in these situations. But he's probably thinking, in an 8-3 ball game, an 8-4, probably no chance of me getting up and getting loose, right? Boom, home run. All of a sudden, you got to get the juices flowing.
Two to DeLuca. They'll swing and lift a fly ball in the right field. Routine play for Abreu. One down. Rosarena will hit next. He's drawn a walking single tonight. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, if you're Zach Kelly, you can't shy away from contact. I know you don't want to give up runs and hard contact, but the last thing you want to do is start walking guys here in the 9th and get traffic on the base paths.
He gets ahead, strike one. Red Sox will have tomorrow off and then take on the Milwaukee Brewers over the weekend at Fenway. And there's strike two. Oh, how they would love to begin that series with a 4-game winning streak. Lau on deck and the 0-2. Rosarena will take outside. Hits are dead even at 8. Inside with a home run. Abreu struck for the Red Sox tonight. 1-2. Come on and miss. Struck him out.
So that's strike 3 down to the final out tonight. It's going to be Brandon Lowe.
It's jumping out of his hand. Didn't throw it a ton last inning for some reason. Whatever reason, he went to a lot of sweepers and changeups. But this is a really good pitch with a lot of carry through the top of the zone. No chance for Rosarena to get on top of that one.
So the Red Sox an out away from sweeping here. Here's Brandon Lau. 0 for 3 with a walk. He swings and pops this one up.
And
he can't find it now. He does, and he will make
yeah!
it. The Red Sox win it. They come
Red Sox win.
Sweep that for the first time since 2019, April of 19. They get it done. 8-5 the final.
In all 3 of these games, you saw the ball club win in different ways. Great pitching performances. 3 of these games, you saw
Tampa
the ball
Bay
club
lost,
win in different
Jaden.
ways. Great pitching performances. Great defense, obviously, in game 2.
Alright, I don't care if it fucking wants to buffer now. We already won, bitch. What a great time. And that now puts me at a positive stream record. More wins than losses. Isn't that great? Series sweep. Yeah, it was a series sweep. I didn't stream the second game, which was last night's game, but I streamed the first game and then the series finale tonight. And we won all 3 games. And then we won the Cardinals game on Sunday. Or Saturday. What day was that? It was fucking... Yeah, that was Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, bitches. I'm going to end this shit right here. I want to thank you bitches and hoes for watching. And peace out.